I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Thailand is relevant again.
I saw, they legalized gay marriage.
Aside from that.
Oh, Moo Deng? Garnt's like, gay marriage? Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Moo Deng.
All right, ready?
Yep. How's your throat?
It's a bit, I don't know. It doesn't feel very good.
You haven't seen us in a long time.
Yeah.
You're getting sick.
Yeah.
You got to be around us more.
Yeah. Your vaccine.
Usually the other way around, you know? It's like, I get sick of you guys.
What the heck? What the?
Whoa.
I'm joking.
Bro.
I'm joking.
My heart.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Trash Taste. I'm Joey, and I'm with the boys, Connor and Garnt. As per my favorite boys, Connor and Garnt, as usual. We're back. It's been a while for us, anyway.
It's been so long that I want to congratulate Joey.
He's old now. It's
been so long. He's gone from a kid to now being a Welcome to the granddad club, Joey.
Thank you. I'm the anime unk now.
How's it feel to be 30?
It's like no different, eh? No, see, but everyone's...
That's a big difference.
We'll ask your knees.
That's a big difference.
No, that's the thing. Everybody's saying like in the first like couple of months, it doesn't feel any different. And then once you're like kind of halfway through 30, that's when you're like, all right, yeah, I'm 30 now.
Oh, shit.
I only feel it when I meet someone and they're like, you know, they're doing good in life and they're 22. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How's that there?
How many people like that do you meet?
Quite a lot in the fucking stream.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's
think
true.
about it.
Yeah, shit.
And I'm ancient now, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, I'm not as ancient as you.
You'll get there one day.
I won't.
I've joined the Council of Sages, and I'm just waiting for you now.
Did you have your 30s existential crisis at any point during the lead up? Yeah. Damn, I'm turning 30.
I had it extra because I pulled the YouTuber move and I filmed a video 10 minutes before I turned 30.
I watched it.
I saw that, yeah.
That was in midlife crisis, the video. I was like, yo!
It's like, how do I celebrate my birthday? Oh, filming.
Yeah, it's like, I'm
YouTube
spending
video.
my last moments of my 20s in front of a camera. How much of a model YouTuber am I?
Wait, we all started this podcast when we were in our 20s, right?
Ask him.
You were just...
I can't remember, actually.
You were like 29 or something, right?
I might have been 29.
Well,
no,
20
I think I was in my 30s. I was already in my 30s.
It was June 2020, so...
Yeah. So
When's your birthday?
May.
Yeah, so he just turned 30.
I just turned 30.
Damn.
This is my 30s like experience right here. All documented.
Everything in your 30s has been documented.
Yeah.
Well, everything in my 20s has been documented.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
How's my energy? Well, considering this podcast has been started basically during my 30s, how much has my energy changed from when I just turned 30s to now? I guess I'm getting close to mid 30s now. I'm
we
getting
look
there.
young when I look back.
I know,
do look
right?
young.
Well, you and I were young. I'm joking.
Hey man, I was like clean shaven back then. And
The world's taken its toll on God.
Yeah.
If anything, I personally think I looked a hell of a lot worse when we first started.
You were just really, really skinny.
I just looked ratty.
I didn't realize how
your
skinny.
hair was quite long.
Yeah,
right?
my hair was long.
I didn't realize how skinny I looked either.
I mean, we were all skinnier.
Can you go to the first episode?
Oh, I don't
please?
want to see it. Man.
I'm curious.
I
now.
definitely
I'm
was
curious.
skinnier, and I hate seeing skinny me.
Really?
Skinnier me, because I know what I once was.
Oh, the podcast looks
Oh,
so
the
barren.
hair!
Oh, the Jesus hair. Look at that. Oh my
Oh
God.
damn! What? Who said yes to this hair?
You did.
I know.
You did, Joe.
What the
Meanwhile,
hell was
my
wrong?
hair hasn't changed in 4 years. My hair stayed
Right,
the
your
exact
hair
same.
stayed the same.
I've changed way too much in
Yeah.
the 4 years.
Man.
Visually, you've changed the most, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, visually, Joey has changed the most.
It looks exactly the same. If you told me we filmed this last week, I'd be like, yeah,
Just the beard.
Just has the beard.
just the beard, yeah.
Because I remember I went clean shaven for for my wedding, for my Thai wedding, and I was like, oh my God, it's like, literally if you want to shave off like 4 years, just go clean shaven. Like anytime you do it for a video as well, you're like, who is this baby sitting next to me?
Yeah, I do get it quite bad. I look young.
Is it a bad thing?
I don't know.
It's just
different.
jarring, I think.
It's very different.
Yeah.
It's like when when there's like when a dad shave and the kid doesn't recognize him anymore.
Yeah.
They're like, who is that?
Like, this is not my
That's
dad.
not my dad. It can really change. Like, I guess because it changes the color and everything. I don't know.
Oh God, I had that moment. I had this moment. I had that moment where I'm like, I'm celebrating, but I also feel bad for being in the position to celebrate because I had this moment where I went to buy alcohol.
Yeah.
And then the lady looks at me, she looks at the alcohol, and I'm like, ask it, please, ask it. And she was like, can I see ID? And I was like, oh, I didn't think you'd ask. It's been years. I went through the entire monologue. Oh, it's been years since someone asked for my ID. Oh, and I thanked her for asking my ID. I'm like, fuck.
Bro, I had the complete opposite the last time I was in Australia.
Or UK?
In UK.
Oh, okay,
in UK.
okay.
Yeah, I had the complete opposite the last time I was in Australia. Always used to get checked for ID. Went to a liquor store with like a mate of mine, and they were just like, all right, have a good day. And I was like, I had my license in my hand, like ready to pull out. I'm like, oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
And I don't know. It just felt that was bittersweet because it was like cool because obviously saved a lot of time. Obviously, doing the whole checking thing.
A lot of time.
A lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because because sometimes you have those like cashiers sometimes where they're like really checking to make sure, and it's like it's right fucking there. Just look at it. It's there. Don't worry. And then and then sometimes you just have those people who look at it and like, yeah, all right, whatever. They don't give a shit. But I don't know. It was bittersweet because it was like, oh man. Have I aged that much?
Wait, on the opposite end, do you guys remember the first time you actually bought alcohol legally?
Yeah.
Like, do you remember the build up to that?
Oh yeah.
No,
You don't remember that?
I went with my dad.
Oh, wait, your dad?
Yeah.
You went with your dad?
I went with my dad.
Holy shit.
He was like so proud and he was just like, let's go, son. Let's go get a beer.
I think because I'd had alcohol before. I mean, actually, we all had alcohol before.
Yeah.
We were supposed to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean,
So
In-game.
I didn't,
In-game.
yeah. So I didn't really feel like the need.
Oh no, but there's
I do remember having this feeling towards it, but I can't tell you anything about the day.
I remember specifically the day I went to a pub with my dad. I think it was like 2 days after I turned 18. And I felt really nervous going up to the bar by myself.
Yeah.
And like getting a beer,
Yeah.
because it's like, I remember like looking around being like, where's my dad? Just in case something wrong happens. Not that it would because I had already turned 18, but I remember just being like, okay, my dad is there. I can run to him if something happens.
like a safety blanket.
Yeah,
like I know where my dad is if I need it. I know that I need it.
He's like, he's there if he needs to res me. I'll be all right. But yeah, no, it was cool.
I feel like a fucking waste man with my experience because I was hanging out with some mates because it was obviously my birthday and we hung out on Brighton Beach. And we literally like waited till midnight. I did the midnight release.
Oh
right?
Wow! Guys with the midnight release at the age 18.
Yeah. I did the midnight. Me and my mates just were like chilling on Brighton Beach, and it's just like, oh, it's almost time. We got an hour left. Let's go to the off license, and we're just like standing outside the off license, like doing the countdown. And do you know the worst fucking part? This is the worst part, right? Because this sounds awful, but in England, obviously turning 18, being legally of age to buy alcohol, it's a big deal. At least it was when I was in my teenagehood. So we did the midnight release at this fucking off license somewhere in Brighton. I go in and it's like a fucking scene from the In-Betweeners, except like the opposite way, to be like, ooh, look at all this alcohol that I can now legally buy, or maybe I'll get myself a Strongbow, or maybe a WKD, or I was 18 at the time. The hard shit. Maybe I'll go a bit stronger. Maybe I'll get some wine. Nah, nobody drinks wine. Nobody drinks wine. Who could drink wine? So I go over with a crate of beer for like me and my mates. And I was ready to present the ID. Didn't happen. They didn't ask.
Damn.
And so they scanned it in. They're like, yeah, that'll be £7, please. And I was like, do you not need to do something? I was feeling smug, so I was like, do you not need to do something? And they're like, what? And I was like, fuck. I've turned this into an awkward situation.
Yeah, because
now.
if you say, aren't you supposed to check my ID, then it becomes uncool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
which it already was.
Yeah.
Which it already was. And I was like, it's my birthday, by the way.
The guy's like, happy birthday. That'd be £7, please. I had a similar thing with my...
the most uncool thing.
That was pretty
uncool.
I had a similar thing with my mate because we were at like what we call schoolies in Australia, which is like the graduation party after you finish high school. He was turning 18 at schoolies. So we were in the Gold Coast, and instead of the off license, for us, it was the casino.
Oh,
so
of course,
everybody else in our friend group was 18 already, and he was the last one in our friend group to turn 18. And we're like, all right, this is the day. It's like the second day of school. He's going to turn 18, so we can celebrate by going to the casino. And bro, we stood near the casino for like an hour before it was open. We were just like, oh, here we go, boys. He's gonna get lit. We're gonna make money. We lost the money.
Okay.
Yeah. And then with the scraps, we bought some beer on the way home, and he was just like, you know what? Good birthday.
That was the wake up call.
That was the wake up call.
Yeah.
A lesson learned. Hopefully.
Yeah, lesson learned.
That was the lesson learned. That was the one and only time I enthusiastically entered a casino.
I'm sure you went to a Oktoberfest celebration.
Oh yeah. So in Yokohama at the Red Brick Building, every October they do like a 2-week long Oktoberfest, and they just happen to do it. I think they started a day before my birthday.
Oh, wow, nice.
So I was like, what am I going to do for my birthday? Like, Aki was like, what do you want to do? And I was like, I don't know. I don't really have any, like, plan. I'm not really, like, a big party person with a lot of people or anything like that. So it's like, oh, they have an Oktoberfest starting, so let's go. Bro, whoever said Japanese people don't know how to party are a fucking liar. Those guys were going so hard. It was insane.
It's beer.
Oh, my God. I've never seen that many Japanese people in a room just go ham. It was like a music festival. It was crazy.
I saw your little stories. They look good.
Yeah. So that's going on for like the next 2 weeks. So like I might go with like a couple of my. If you guys want to go as well, we can. We can get fucked up.
Yeah.
Dude, I drank a fuckload of Vice beers, and yeah, it was lit.
Damn.
They had like proper like German, like a German band, like a polka band up there playing as well. Playing like proper like, you know. I don't know if it's like authentic Oktoberfest music, because I've never been to a German
Isn't Oktoberfest normally not in October? Am I crazy?
I don't know. I've never been to
a... Google this? I swear it's normally not.
I've never been to a German Oktoberfest before.
Like, I don't think it refers to October the month. Am I crazy?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I thought it was from mid or late September to the first Sunday in October.
So ends October.
Ends in October.
Oh, is it celebrating the coming of October?
I think it's celebrating the coming of October,
Okay.
Which makes sense. Because it's that makes sense, because the Oktoberfest here in Japan also started like a week ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's really cool. So I got lit from that, and celebrated my 1/4 German heritage.
How many people out there have half Japanese, half German heritage? It's not a very bug.
Well, if anything, I did my full bloodline speed run on my birthday.
You went to Hungarian?
Because I also went to a Hungarian restaurant at night. I was like, how do you know this?
I just I spent 5 seconds looking at your birthday story.
I see.
And I was like, you went to Hungarian restaurant, then went to German.
Yeah. So I went to an Oktoberfest, so drank German beer and went to a Hungarian restaurant, all in Japan. So that was my full bloodline right there. And I was like, you know what? That's a great way to celebrate my birthday.
With the bloodline.
With the bloodline. Celebrate
30 years of bloodline.
Yeah. The Hungarian restaurant was kind of mid though. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Because it was like Japanified Hungarian food.
Yeah.
Because you know how like a lot of like Eastern European food is like, and I mean this sincerely in like a nice way, a lot of it looks like slop.
Yeah.
It's just like brown slop on a plate, but it's the most delicious slop you could ever eat, right? And that completely goes against the Japanese food culture, which is like feeding the eye before you feed the stomach. So
aesthetic.
It's all about like it looking pretty, right?
Yeah.
So I think this Hungarian restaurant, it was in like Harajuku somewhere. They clearly were like catering more towards the Japanese side of things, because I ordered this dish called chicken paprikash, which is literally just chicken in a paprika sauce, a very like staple Hungarian food. It's supposed to just look like brown slop on a plate, but it was the most pristine looking thing I'd ever seen. I was just like, the hell is this shit?
Send the shit back.
What the fuck is this?
Were they like, so they were Japanese people running it, or Hungarians?
I think, I didn't see the chef, but just from the taste and the look of it, I feel like it might have been a Japanese chef.
Right.
Mudan was telling me about the Estonian restaurant that was run by Japanese people who don't speak any Estonian, or like they have like very limited ties to Estonia.
Right.
And I was thinking in my head, I was like, why would you like open up an Estonian restaurant if you're not like a super Estonian otaku or something?
Yeah, right.
What a niche thing to open.
Yeah. Because we were supposed to go to this other Hungarian restaurant that I've been to before that's actually run by a Hungarian guy. And the food there was fucking lit. But for some reason, it wasn't open on the weekends.
Yeah.
And my birthday was on the Saturday, so it was just like, all right, well, let's go to the other place. And the woman was like, yeah, there's only like 2 or 3 Hungarian restaurants in all of Japan, and people come from all over to like come and eat at our store. And I was like, oh, really?
I'll people in the room with us right now.
Yeah. It's like, I'm looking at this Japanese couple over here, and they're like, yo, what is this? But no, other than that, it was chill. It's chill.
I mean, being in your 30s is just like, I don't know what to do with my birthday. That sounds good. You know?
It's like, whatever, just, get shit-faced, eat some food.
Yeah.
That's all I really want.
But that's not the only big thing you've done, obviously. You are fucking knackered.
I am very knackered.
Since you are post-pop-up. I mean, I can't remember which Trash Taste episode you talked about it. Or
it was a while ago.
But it's
done
like now.
A month before I announced it.
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
but
it's done
now.
Yeah, it finished.
We can actually talk about what you were selling, since you had to be really cryptic in that episode.
Yeah, finished 2 days earlier. But yeah, I mean, I think everyone knows by now.
Yeah.
But Chainsaw Man, Evangelion.
Yeah,
you managed to pull that off.
Okay,
somehow.
I would just like to say, first and foremost, before we talk about your stories, I think it says a lot, Joey, that you did an Ava collab. And you had a choice about which girl to pick as your own, to represent in your own brand, being a Ray fan. Yep. And I'm just like, interesting. Joey, now running his own business, chose Asuka to make merch around, and not Ray, even though Ray is apparently his gal.
Yeah, so the thing is, the story behind that is we had like these like jumpsuits, right? One of them we were gonna do like the Shinji color, right? So the quintessential purple and green color that everybody knows. So, but we were like, we need another colorway, right? Because like we want some variation.
It can't be blue.
So we were like, so we went up to Radio Ava and we were like, all right, obviously, I have a bias towards my preferred character, but obviously I'm also trying to run a business. So I'm going to put my biases aside. Can you guys tell me, in your experience between Ray designs and Asuka designs for something like this, which one do you think would perform better?
I didn't even let him finish
Designs.
He says,
Oh, it's all color theory. It's all color theory.
And they were like, Asuka would probably sell better.
That's okay. Confirmed.
I was like, all right, so it's confirmed by the people at Radio Ava that there are a lot more Ava fans with badder takes than the proper taste.
They spend money.
They spend money.
We support our more girl. Successful.
They are.
Handsome,
they are.
When there's just a better girl out of the choice.
So
admittedly,
I had to concede defeat with that one. I was like, you know what? It's for the good of the company. Yeah. I will put my biases aside
for the company.
We will do the Asuka color
for the company.
Was it a success?
Yeah, I think so.
Were there any unexpected challenges that you faced?
Yeah, just like fucking. This was my first time like actually experiencing a retail job.
Yeah.
Because I'd never done like retail before, and fuck me, man, I have 1,000,000% more respect now to people who are working in retail, because that's just.
I have no respect for them.
I'm kidding. No, it's like I knew, because like you see people working in retail, and I feel like a lot of people are assholes to like people who work in retail. Like they have absolutely no respect towards them, right? And it's like, now that I've actually been in that position where I've had to be standing in a store for 8-9 hours straight, and like talking to people and like doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah. I was the manager.
Bro was cosplaying.
I was the weekend worker. Karen.
As a retail.
The Karen became the manager.
The Karen became the manager.
Yeah, but like finally working in a retail job, I was like, damn, man, like the first couple of days, my back and knees were fucking destroyed.
Bro couldn't work at his Herman Miller.
Oh, dude, it was insane. And it was like. And also one thing I guess learned about doing retail is that like a lot of social skills are involved to be able to make sure that everyone is comfortable and stuff like that, right? Because obviously, people who came to the store, there were like, fans of mine or like fans of the brand who already knew me and the brand, but there were also a lot of people, foreigners and Japanese people, who had no idea about the brand. They just happened to find it. And like just having to like talk to them to be like, hey, what are you into? Do you want to try stuff out and stuff like I learned a lot of like kind of social skills from it. And yeah, I don't know. It's just a good experience, I think.
Cool.
Yeah. But
did you mean
any bad customers? Any Karens?
We had a couple of Karens.
Really?
Oh my god.
We had a couple of. They're all Japanese.
No.
Yeah, we had some Japanese Karens. So like one of them was like they were being really complainy about like I think it was this shirt actually. They were being really complainy, being like, why didn't you? Because like this is an Aki shirt, right? We have Aki, right? Where is he? Right here.
Yeah.
Right. And one of them was like, why didn't you put Aki on the back? And I was like, what do you mean? And it's like, why is he here? Why didn't you have him like big on the back? And I was like, because that's a design choice.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to. We thought it would look better.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, okay. I just wouldn't buy it otherwise. And I was like, all right, then don't fucking buy it. What the fuck? What do you want me to do? Oh, yes. Right away, man.
That was the president of the Aki fan club. Yeah. You should have known that, Joey.
Yeah, she runs the Chainsaw Man fan page.
For shame, Joey.
Yeah. And in my head, I was just like, what do you want me to, do you want me to like.
Was it like full serious? Like
full serious.
That's
like
so unusual.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, I can't believe, like I've heard of people like this, but.
That's so like un-Japanese.
Very un-Japanese.
To be like, just to confront someone, I'm not like this.
Yeah. And I was like, so are you buying? She ended up buying, I think, like the Pochta tote bag anyway. So it was like, so then what the fuck? You just wanted to complain for the sake of complaining about a design you weren't going to buy anyway? It's like...
It's always interesting when Japanese people are like so against confrontation, but occasionally they'll just be like, now is the time to confront. And you're like, this is a weird time.
Oh, yeah.
This doesn't feel like the right time.
Yeah. Also, one thing I've noticed as well, like the big difference between like foreigner customers and Japanese customers, at least in our store, was that Japanese customers spent so much time debating what to buy.
Really?
Like they would like that we had like a lot of the
I get that.
Yeah, a lot of the foreigner like customers, not all of them obviously, but from what I saw, a lot of the foreigner customers kind of like went in and the first thing that caught their eye, whatever it was, they would be floating around it and then eventually would buy it, or like maybe just don't buy anything at all. But Japanese customers would be like so particular with like each item and like constantly coming back to us to be like, can I try this in a medium? Can I try this in a large? Can I try this in a medium again?
I think it's a better way because I think I just get like anxiety from being in a store.
Right.
I don't know why. I'll just buy something.
Right. I don't know if I can at most, when I'm clothes shopping, I realized this recently, I can at most visit two clothes stores. I think, I don't know if it's like my ADHD, but I almost get like fatigue from just so many different clothes.
Right. Changing so much.
And changing.
It's so annoying. I don't know why it's annoying.
Oh, okay. Wait. Do you, how, say you have like a clothes.
Yeah.
So I went clothes shopping with Daidus, right?
Yeah.
And it was so eye-opening to me how different both of our process was for like shopping for clothes, right?
Okay.
So we're in England and we decide to go to a clothing store because we both have the same clothing store.
He loves the one brand.
River Island.
We
both, because I was like, I'm gonna take you to my favorite clothing store when he was in England last year, and he was like, yo, I love this. So now it's kind of like, it's like a yearly tradition. So we both went there. And so when I go clothes shopping, because it tires me out so much, right? I will try on some clothes, maybe. But if I know a piece of clothing is going to suit me, I just buy it straight up. And I know what my size is.
Right.
So I'm like...
I do that too.
Yeah, so I'm like confident enough. It's just like, okay, this is like a jumper or a t-shirt. I'm going to be medium size. I pretty much know it's going to suit me.
Really?
Yeah.
The t-shirts, yeah.
For like t-shirts and stuff.
Oh, no, I have to try it on.
Yeah. See,
every time.
Going with Daidus, he will get like a shirt in like every size. and he
like XS, like XS. He's like, I just don't know. I just don't know.
It might fit.
So what he did, right? It was like shopping with. It was what I imagined shopping with my girlfriend would be like, because I go in with Daidus. I take like one maybe that I'm like unsure about to go to the changing room. He maxes out on like the max 6 clothings, right?
Because he'll like take the max allowed allowed.
Yeah, he'll take the max
room?
allowed,
wow.
and he'll take the max amount on like 2 pieces of clothes. so he'll want to try on like maybe a shirt.
Does he not know what his size is?
I'm either always an M or an L.
Yeah. Like most people have a general idea of what you might be.
It's the L.
Yeah,
so I only
exactly.
take M in.
Exactly.
So there's one time he tries on like three different pieces of clothing, right? So you can take like a max of like, can't remember, like 5 or
Correct,
5
they
or
don't want
6.
to steal.
Yeah. So he goes in, and then he's in there for a while, and then he comes out, and then he's like, I got to get the L size of this, of one of the, because I think it will fit because it looks good, but I got to get the L size, and so we were in there for so long because a lot of the times it's just like him trying out so many different sizes and so many different sizes of clothing. I was like, wow, this is like a totally different approach to what I have, because I'm just like, it kind of fits, I'm just gonna buy it. I don't know, man.
I feel that's like a uniquely Daidus problem. Like, I haven't heard of many people being like, because again, like most people know it's like you're either a medium or a large. Like I don't walk into a clothing store, look at a design being like, give me one of each size. Like I don't do that.
Yeah,
I know the small isn't gonna fit me.
The only thing that I really struggle with is like pants. Pants are a nightmare.
Pants are a nightmare.
To get good fitting pants.
Yeah.
Does Daidus do that with pants? Does he do that with like shoes?
I don't know about shoes, but he did that with trousers. Yeah.
Shoes are fucky though, because occasionally you'll be like, all right, the maybe the, I don't know what size 10's too small.
Right.
And you're like, all right, well then I must be a size 11. Then you're like 11. It's way too big. Right. And you're like, you guys got a half? And they're like, no, we don't got a half. And then you're like, okay, well, we have this other design that's kind of similar in half. And you try it, you're like, this doesn't feel right either. And like, I don't know what happens with shoes. There's some like fucking portal space that just spawns that makes it so that shoes never fit properly.
But then again, like, you're still like limiting it to like, you generally know your size, right? Like if Daidus was doing that with shoes, he'd be like, give me a size 4 to 12.
Through 12.
4 to 12. Give me a 4 to 12. We'll try each one.
I'm just not sure.
Because like what I noticed,
my feet might have grown. I don't know.
He's like an optimizer. He's like, every shirt fits me differently, so I need to find the perfect fitting shirt for the perfect design. And I'm like, I respect that.
Yeah. No, he came to the pop-up on the last day, like after you, and he was just, and he was just like, I was like, you want to try anything out? And he's like, nah, man, only River Island fits me. And he was wearing the River Island shirt.
That's probably the shirt that he bought when he went shopping with me.
I think so.
I can sympathize, because a lot of the time in Japan stuff doesn't fit me, or it doesn't fit me like nicely. Like it's like I'm like a gorilla trying to fit into a shipping container. Like it's like I'll get in there, but like it doesn't feel great.
Yeah, for sure.
But nonsense, no, I don't have that problem with
nonsense. I don't have that problem.
Yeah, you'll get that.
Yeah, I've got mileage out of this thing already.
Yeah,
because the problem with Japanese clothing for me is that I have like a thin frame, but I'm really tall, so it's fucking hard to find a shirt size that. It's like, because normally people are like, oh, you're a large, but the large is like way too big for me.
Right.
Because I do have like width wise, but the medium is way too short. So I always look like I'm wearing a fucking crop top.
Pants.
Yeah. So so it's really hard to find a good size.
No, it is tough. It is tough.
Did you have to go with like international sizing, or did you go with like?
So we kind of make everything oversized. So like that was like one question we got asked a lot is like, they're like, oh, so your brand is Japanese, so are they like Japanese sizes? Because you know, like Japanese size, like an L in Japanese size is like
some egregious
S
conversions
in the US. Like it's like sometimes it's like, what the fuck, it's not even close. But like we make everything oversized. So I've always said like I'd say it's closer to like a US size.
Yeah.
So like if you're a US large, then you're probably a nonsense large as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know the biggest bait in like Asian like clothing culture? Free size. What the fuck does that mean?
Nah,
what the fuck does that mean?
It doesn't mean shit.
It ain't anything but free size, man. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
like it's a fucking duvet. Like it's like yeah, it'll fit you.
Yeah. As long as you're not like 7 feet tall, you'll probably be all right.
What was it, like a fucking Ava plug suit? It's just gonna to your body. So what the fuck do you mean free size?
Also, like the free sizes that I've seen a lot, especially like you see it in a lot of like women's clothing. It'll say like free size, especially if you go to like H&M and like those fast fashion places.
Yeah,
I see free size and I'm like, free if you're like a 5-year-old girl, maybe. It's like this thing's fucking tiny. Like it wouldn't fit anyone else otherwise.
Yeah.
So just stop with the free sizes shit. No one knows what a free size is. Just it's not hard to just say small, medium, large. Please. God damn.
Please.
I'm just angry because I want a snack.
You want snacks?
You want snacks?
Because today's episode is sponsored by Tokyo Treat.
Oh my god!
right
We've been hinting at it the entire episode.
Wow.
Okay. Actually, kind of hungry. Can you get something?
Yeah.
The Tokyo Treat people have written a poem for us.
Okay.
As darkness falls across the country, it's the midnight hour, and you're crazy hungry. The full moon is out, the sky is black. Creatures crawl in search of snacks. It's Halloween, but you're not wearing a costume. You're a hungry ghoul risen from your tomb. You've got a fever, for which the only prescription is the best damn snack box subscription. Your body starts to shiver and your heart skips a beat, for no mere mortal can resist the Halloween box from Tokyo Treat.
What a great
Bars!
That's right, everyone. It's the best time of the year, spooky season, and our friends at Tokyo Treats are celebrating with the Snacktastic Halloween-themed box.
That's right. Tokyo Treat is a fun and exclusive Japanese snack box featuring unique and exclusive flavors straight from Japan. Each box is filled with a variety of full-size Japanese snack items like limited edition Kit Kats, unique flavored Japanese chips, and occasional Japanese sodas that are only available in Japan for a limited time. And every box comes with a cultural guide booklet containing Japanese cultural information and explanation of each snack, like the flavor profiles, ingredients, and allergen information.
And as you can see, this month is Halloween themed, and for their culture this month, they've recommended some Halloween themed anime.
Oh crap!
Look at that.
What have they got?
Culture.
We got Death Parade. S-tier recommendation right there. Promise Neverland.
Gege no Kitaro, classic.
Oh yeah, classic. And
Hozuki's cool-headedness?
I've never actually heard of that.
I never heard of that.
Oh
one
my
either.
god.
Let's try some of the snacks.
Yeah.
Have a look, I want to get in.
What do we got?
I always love the Kit Kat flavors every month.
What
And
do
this
they
month
have?
we've got
Senbei?
apple pie Kit Kat flavor.
Apple pie?
Yes.
Oh, look, they've even got like a...
apple pie? Yeah, do you want to try?
Yeah,
You want to try?
I'm down.
Yo, they got a picture from the Shibuya Halloween, I think, from last year.
Apple pie Kit Kat. No way. There's no way, right?
Oh.
I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it smells like apple pie.
How?
How? Oh my god. How have they done that?
That's actually banger.
That tastes just like an apple pie.
That's crazy.
Like, unironically.
Yeah, what does this say?
Shichimi mayo curry. So it's karinto, so it's deep fried like senbei?
Deep fried senbei.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but it's mayonnaise and spices. So it's more of like a savory type of karinto.
God, I'm gonna have another one of these
Whoa, the
Kit
mayonnaise
Kats.
is so strong. Oh my god.
I'm gonna have another one of these Kit Kats, man. Oh, this is so good.
So if you want to check out Tokyo Treat, then make sure to click the link down in the description below, or you can head to tokyotreat.com. That's tokyotreat.com, and use our code TRASHTASTE at checkout to get $5 off of your first Tokyo Treat order. That's right, you'll be sounding like Garnt all throughout Halloween night.
Thank you very much to Tokyo Treat for sponsoring us today.
Back to the episode.
Back to the episode, which is
right
now.
It's right
Just
now.
right now.
We're gonna clean this shit
Let
up.
me clean this up.
We're gonna clean up, boys. Gone. You made a mess somehow.
I'm sorry.
God damn it, Gone.
I couldn't stop.
Oh yeah. But yeah, other cool thing we did was we also had a booth at Tokyo Game Show.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I
you
saw.
guys went to Tokyo Game
Yeah,
Show.
we had a booth at Tokyo Game Show, and that was sick. Like, I got to go on the first day, which is like the business day, so it's definitely like the least busiest day.
Yeah, I saw the pictures of day
Yeah.
like 2 and 3.
Public day were fucked.
Yeah.
Did you go?
I didn't go on the public days. I went on the business day, thankfully.
You're like, tell me about the suffering.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like, what was crazy is that even on the business day, we still had to wait like 2 hours to get in. Like, the line was stretched all through, and I'm like, God, how many businesses are here?
That's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ. I got to play the new... I only got to play one new trial, or I guess, upcoming game, which is the demo, thank you, which is a Monster Hunter game.
Oh shit.
Yeah, which is crazy, because the last Monster Hunter game I played was Monster Hunter 3rd, which the Capcom people were very happy to tell me came out 15 years ago, and that made me feel fucking old.
That was half your lifetime ago.
That was half my lifetime
I played
ago.
a couple of them.
I played
not-
Monster Hunter World.
I mean, like 2 hours of each one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Worlds was the last one, right?
No, I think there was one more recently than Worlds.
Again.
I just
Last
remember
one I
like
played was 3rd.
I remember killing the monsters and then being like, "Yo, this is sick. So what monster are we killing next?" Like, oh no, we have to kill the same monster 15 times. I was like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You're gonna get the rare drops.
I was
That's
like, what
why.
are you talking about? They're like, oh, we can't progress till we've killed this one monster 19 times.
It was so
You
funny.
just said 15. No, I meant 24. Like, what?
It was so funny because it's like, again, it's been 15 years since I played Monster Hunter, so like they've added, like, I was like, they've got mounts now? Just creatures you can like ride through the plains. Because in Monster Hunter 3rd, you had to fucking walk everywhere.
I don't remember that in Worlds either.
I remember played one with the mount.
I think Rise had mounts, right? If I remember correctly. I don't remember which one, but that was like crazy to me. And also like the new one now, you can have a main weapon and a sub weapon that you can like switch over, which I thought was really, really cool. So you know what? I really enjoy the demo. Have a lot of friends who play Monster Hunter as well, so I might get it. Which will eat up my life.
Was there any other games that caught your fancy? That probably had the line too long.
Yeah, Metaphor ReFantasia.
Oh, I can't wait for that one.
I cannot wait for that one.
Another JRPG to add to the collection this year.
It's created by same series director as Persona, same character designer as Persona, with Meguro Shoji, the composer of Persona. It's basically Persona, but in like, is it feudal Japan? I'm not too sure.
It's fantasy, right?
Fantasy.
It's more of like a fantasy-esque.
It's like kind of medieval-ish.
Isekai.
I think. Yeah, sure. It's Isekai Persona, basically.
I'm like, I'm sold, baby. I'm sold.
So yeah, that's coming out I think in like 2 weeks from now. So I'm pretty excited for that. I'm excited for that. What else? There was another one that I thought was like really cool. Shueisha Games. Apparently, I didn't know.
They have games.
Yeah, I didn't know this either. They had this like massive booth there, and they're making some like really like interesting looking indie games that I've never seen before. Like they had this like one. I keep forgetting the name of it, but it's this like kind of it's kind of like 8-bit or like 4-bit almost pixel horror mystery game that is like
it's 4-bit a thing.
It's like 4-bit, 2-bit, like kind of like really old.
I think you're mixing 8-bit with 16-bit.
It's not quite 8-bit. It's less than 8-bit. What the hell is the name of it? Urban Myth Disillusion. That's the one.
Yeah, that's not 8-bit.
That is not 4-bit.
That's like, is it 32-bit?
Yeah.
Is it 32-bit? No, I don't know.
4-bits would be like literally 4 colors, right?
I mean, it looks pretty muted to me.
Yeah.
I actually don't know.
I actually don't know what.
Even try and guess.
Yeah, I don't even know what this style is, but it's fucking sick looking. But they're making some like really. I didn't know Shueisha Games was even a thing, and I went to their booth and they had so many like really interesting upcoming indie games that I'd never heard of before. So I guess that's one thing to keep an eye on. Also, fucking Persona 5 mobile gacha game got announced.
Yeah, another. Wow, you're going back into gacha now.
I will if it's Persona. I was like, Atlas, take my money.
Bro's addicted to Persona.
I just love Atlas, man.
I thought you were gacha free, Joey. I thought you were gonna remain gacha free.
I was gacha free, and then Atlas was like, "Yo, we got the goods are.
Yeah.
You want to get back into this shit?" And I was like, "All right, fine."
The only reason I was close to going to Tokyo Game Show is that I know that Costco's really close to it, and getting a dog would be pretty fucking good. So I was like, maybe it'd be worth. I could hit up a dog, go in.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the videos, and I'm glad I didn't go.
Yeah, because
it's like way too much.
Oh, the public days especially is just way too much. So I'm really glad I went on the business days.
Was the wait still long for like the business days to like play the games and stuff like that?
Oh yeah. It was still like, I think most of the booths were like, I think the Atlas booth to play ReFantasia, I think was still like a 35-40 minute wait.
Jesus.
So it's like decently long, but then on the public days it was like 2-3 hour wait or something. Like you basically couldn't play it unless you like booked ahead. And the only reason I got to play the Monster Hunter demo is because I know someone at Capcom who like got that for me. But otherwise, like you just, even on a business day, you just don't have enough time to like look at everything if you're trying the demos. It's just no way it's happening.
Well, the demo is probably more for like journalists and kind of business more.
Yeah.
If you like fans, if you will.
If you want to make content out of it.
Yeah. Whereas I feel like if you're there strictly on business, maybe you're just chatting. And
with the Monster Hunter session, it was 4-player. It was me and 2 other friends, and we had like an IGN guy who was like playing with us. I guess it was like reviewing the demo.
Why not?
Yeah, and I was like, "Is it good?" And he was like, "Yeah."
Did they pass the tutorial?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask. Did they put an easy mode on for it?
I mean, like we were crushing it without it.
That one Cuphead clip has done irreparable damage to game journalism.
It's so funny.
It's irreparably hurt the reputation of game journalists.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, it was good though. It was like, man, I swear every year I go to Tokyo Game Show, because I go every single year just to see what it's like. They just like keep one-upping like the booth designs and everything. I'm just like, God damn.
I think since E3 is no longer a thing, that just has paved the way for like other expos and other
yeah,
because Gamescom is like massive now as well, like even bigger.
Yeah. Dude, the Pal World booth was fucking ridiculous.
How close was it to the Nintendo booth?
Shockingly close.
Nintendo has a booth there?
Oh, Nintendo.
No. Yeah, Nintendo never does booths.
Wait, they were selling Nintendo stuff though. I remember there was maybe it wasn't Nintendo officially, but there was definitely a booth near Power World that was selling Nintendo stuff or like showcasing Nintendo IPs.
I didn't think Nintendo did many expo things.
I guess they don't need to because of the directs.
Yeah. I remember the last time I ever saw a Nintendo at a thing was at Gamescom.
Right.
And this is like, when did Super Mario Odyssey come out?
Like,
I think it was like the year
17.
before.
Yeah.
And I remember the line to play Super Mario Odyssey was like 4 hours.
I think that was like 2017.
I feel like Nintendo were at the last Gamescom I was at.
Really? Maybe they show Gamescom. I don't know.
Yeah,
2017.
I feel like they don't really have to have a presence.
Yeah, they don't really have. It's fucking Nintendo, you know.
Yeah. Again, I think they've just figured out like Nintendo Directs probably get more attention and are much easier to do and much cost effective, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because as we found out, conventions are fucking expensive.
Oh yeah.
A booth is expensive.
Yep.
Maybe Japanese conventions are priced better than American ones. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'd imagine maybe slightly, but not much.
I mean, like we also got like a discount on ours because we were working with like the design company that helped us to build the pop-up as well because they have their own clothing
that's cool.
brand as well. So we like kind of collaborated on that.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, so we definitely saved a lot of money on that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So would you do another pop-up, you reckon?
I'd like to. I was saying
Permanent store.
Permanent store?
See, here's the thing, right? It's like I don't know. See, like if I were to get a permanent store, I wouldn't want to do it in like a mall or like a Paraco or anything like that because I just feel like malls kind of like kill permanent stores. They're good for pop-ups, but I feel like having a permanent store in a mall is like maybe not the best idea.
Maybe
like my biggest goal.
I really like how like Glam, their store in Shibuya, I guess
Harajuku.
Yeah. That store set up really nicely.
Yeah. I think my ultimate goal, if I were to have a permanent store in Japan, would be in like the back Harajuku area.
Yeah.
Like just have it in like, not exactly in the most like easily accessible place, but in like a place that's like, oh yeah, if we go here, then nonsense will be there kind of thing. So yeah, maybe one day. But I think if I were to do another pop-up, I'd want to do it in like maybe New York.
New York would be
Okay.
sick.
I think New York or even LA might kind of be cool to do.
New York would be sick.
Yeah.
Just need someone in America to help us out with
Hey, where you at? Did you see Kojima releasing his $1,600 Death Stranding coat that sold out immediately?
No.
Yeah.
Dude, it actually looks kind of fire.
It was sick as fuck.
I'm kind of sad I didn't get it. But I don't even like Death Stranding, but I just thought the coat looked sick.
The coat was so sick.
It was with
Can I
a famous
see?
brand, I guess. I never heard of this brand, but it was with
I forgot the name of the brand, but yeah.
Okay.
it's some fancy...
Yeah.
No.
No. That's
Tokyo
the vanilla
No.
Kojima production.
Yeah.
Just go all, and then the Kotaku article. The third one down.
Third one down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
sick.
It's a
Sick.
reversible jacket, and it's from like a really fancy brand, I guess. Acronym.
Oh,
I never
acronym.
heard of acronym.
$1,700.
Bro, it looks so fire. And such, but like, I think it's already being like scalped into oblivion. And
Yeah.
I think it's
Sure,
like already going for
Yeah.
like
I'm sure it is. Holy.
sold out within like an hour.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, it is acronym is a pretty popular brand as well, so yeah, that's not
Holy
surprising. And it
shit.
looks clean as fuck.
It looks
Yeah.
so fucking cool.
I mean,
What a waste of 1,600. But my God, does it like? Can we at least admire that it looks cool?
Yeah.
dude, like reversible jackets are definitely like the meta now because like we released the Power reversible jacket and that was by far the most popular item.
Really?
Yeah, like it wasn't even close.
Wow.
So we were like, okay, noted. People like reversible jackets.
It's nice because like I feel like jackets, coats have like a lot of versatility. You can pair them with a lot of outfits. I feel like I don't mind spending more on a jacket or a coat because
Because it lasts longer.
lasts longer. Maybe I buy like a coat every 5 years and then I just cycle through like the same 6 that I have.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
I like,
I mean,
like
I still have like jackets that I wore since Trash Day started, you know?
Yeah. I still wear the Goku drip jacket when it gets cold enough.
Of course, you have to.
I bring it out.
You have to, bro.
You're like, I'm keeping the meme alive.
Bro,
I'm keeping
I
it alive.
paid $2K for that. Fuck 16. I paid 2. I bought that solely for the meme. And I had to buy it off some smoker on Merukari.
Oh, man.
He was like,
worth
it
every
was
word.
worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth it. I think actually now it was it was like I paid Nijuman actually. The amount I spent at the girls' bar actually.
Oh shit! I don't know which one's worth it more.
Yeah, what's worth it more?
But you use your own card for that one.
I did use my own card, unfortunately. But this one looks sick. I was like, damn.
That is dope, actually.
If you released it, I would. I'd cop it. I don't even like Death Stranding. I never played it.
Never played it either, but I would cop
But it looks so sick.
Yeah, I would cop that 100%.
And it doesn't even get like cold enough to wear something like that in Japan, like 9 months out of the year.
Yeah, you have to go to like somewhere snowy to wear something like that. I feel.
Yeah, I bought a new winter jacket, and I'm like, am I even going to be able to wear this in Japan?
But the one time you need a winter jacket, you'll be like, thank God I have a winter jacket.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's like, it's already October by the time we're filming this, and it's like only just starting to get somewhat cool.
I can cycle here without sweating like a motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, you wore a sweater today.
Yeah.
Sweater, thank God. We're in sweater weather.
We're in sweater weather.
Yes.
Finally.
Let's go.
Christ.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Vessi's.
As autumn sets in, Vessi's your go-to for footwear that embraces the beauty of the season. Designed to tackle unpredictable weather that will keep you dry and comfortable through rainy mornings and crisp, cool afternoons. With Vessi, you can confidently step into changing seasons, enjoy every fall adventure without worrying about wet feet. Stylish, functional, and perfect for autumn's unpredictability, Vessi is here to keep you moving no matter what the weather.
If you're a Trash Taste regular viewer, you know we are a big fan of Vessi.
Yeah.
We wear Vessis every season, every weather, because it is suitable no matter what occasion you are going for.
But boys, I see you guys have got some brand new kicks from Vessi over here. Why don't you show those bad boys off? Oh!
Well, Joey, this one is the Tidal sneaker. This is a fully waterproof, lightweight, and breathable shoe designed for all-day comfort and traction in any weather. The sleek design makes it easy to slip on, and it's perfect for tackling autumn's unpredictable conditions with this style.
Clean.
Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that.
One of the main reasons that I have been constantly using Vessis the past couple of years is that the waterproof function is just so nice. No matter where I am or what I am doing, Vessis will always be the perfect shoe for the occasion. Recently, I had to ferry across some of Japan's dangerous islands, and luckily, thanks to my Vessis, the slippery deck was no problem at all.
Embrace the autumn season with Vessi's Tidal sneaker, offering unbeatable comfort and waterproof technology. Discover more fall-ready styles at vessi.com/trashtaste. Get your pair today and enjoy an automatic 15% off your first purchase at checkout.
Because I guess I just came back from England as well.
You did.
That was more of like just a holiday, like a proper holiday, friends, like meeting friends and family.
Yeah.
But so every year, like our group of friends have this big kind of like reunion where everyone comes together, and we all have like different events going on during this like, I guess, weekend reunion. This month or this year, I had to run a murder mystery night.
Ooh.
I'm sad I missed out.
Yeah,
I don't want to fly.
Yeah,
I've flown too much this year.
Yeah,
I get it. So it was my first time not only like being a part of like a murder mystery night, but also fucking running one as well.
So you had to like create the scenarios and everything like that?
Yeah, so there was a lot of like, so our friend group was pretty big. So we had about 30 people.
Oh, damn.
So I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do. Luckily, there are packages that you can. It's kind of like a board game, like an interactive board game where you have pre-packages that you buy for a certain amount of people. Everyone gets a roll.
Right.
I was going to give Connor the snobby British person, but unfortunately he couldn't make it, so had to give it to someone else. But it was actually like so much fucking fun, and doing that, number one, made me want to be actually not just like running one, but be a part of one. But number two, I was like, damn, I kind of want to do this like more often, not even like once a year, because it seemed like everyone had fun. So how does
the structure of the game work?
Yeah, so how does the structure of the game work? So before the game, right, everyone gets given a character sheet, right? Everyone gets assigned an actual character.
Sure.
And you have a sheet with your backstory and your lore, being like, who do you like? Who do you have a relation with? Maybe there's some secrets, your family has a secret or something that you have to keep to yourself. But it's like a page long of just like lore. Yeah. So if you're a part of this, you need to make sure that everyone is like equally invested. Because if people aren't invested, it's basically
like D&D.
Yeah, it's basically like D&D or LARPing, but with a bit more of a structure to it. And so I gave everyone their backstory to like kind of like memorize as best you can, because we drank on the day and getting 30 fucking British people with a few drinks to memorize
to read
to read and memorize their backstory.
Pretty tough.
It's the toughest part at first was just assigning characters, right? Because everyone has like a character description, and I had to assign characters to like 30 different people, most of which I tried to like make sure that that character that they were playing like was similar to what the type of person they were in real life. Sure. The toughest one actually was there was this one character who was basically in the middle of a love triangle, right?
Okay.
And a lot of people in our friend group are like me, either basically like 90% of them are either have a partner or are already married.
Sure.
So, and a lot of the people who weren't, I don't know what like their energy is with like being able to play that kind of character with each other.
Right. It could be awkward.
It could be anyone. So I was like sweating, being like, who would feel comfortable being in this middle of this love triangle? And so I was like, wait, I know the perfect fucking person. So I go to Sydney. I go to Sydney and I'm like, hey, I'm not a character in this game. So I was just going to give you a random side character. But would you be interested? Would you be interested in just LARPing, just being in the middle of this fucking love triangle, and your role is just being a dick to everyone, and just like say,
makes a lot of sense.
And she played that role perfectly because it turns out she didn't know this on the day. So how it works, right, is this game comes in different stages. And the first stage is just like a normal party. And everyone gets given a certain list of objectives, to meet in this first stage, right? And it was a Gatsby-themed murder mystery night. So I was a bit worried because I was like, is everyone going to get in character or not? Is everyone going to try the American accent? And it was so weird because I thought that get a bunch of British guys and girls together and everyone would do like shitty accents, right? Or just give up on the accents. Yeah. But it turns out through some kind of weird mechanic, everyone started off with like the shittiest American accent, and then the accents got better as the night went on.
They were getting into it.
Everyone's accent got better, and I'm just like, what point of reference are you taking? But somehow everyone's accents just got better as the night went on.
Or maybe you all got drunker.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Okay. Thought the accent.
Yeah. You just thought like, damn, his American accent's good, but if you look at it from the eyes of a sober person, they're just like,
what are you talking about, guys?
It's shit.
That's true. So the first stage of this game, everyone gets given some objectives of like people you need to talk to and information that you need to like tell or retrieve. So it's not like a game of Among Us, for example, where you have to like
mentioned any other game.
Werewolf. Mafia.
Okay,
Among Us is the first thing that came
Among Us is fine.
Yeah. But it's not like a game of like, like that kind of game where the killer is trying to hide the fact that they are the killer. It is kind of like a scripted movie, but you are one of the characters in that movie. And by just listening to what other people are saying and by talking to the right people, you can figure out who the killer is, or you can figure out who the red herring is.
So there's no like, I know who it is.
Yeah.
It's like, just sit.
There's no like aha moment.
Yeah. It's just like, if you are good at the game, you will talk to enough people and you will pick up on the storylines happening, because there's a lot of different, or he's blackmailing this person, or he has a secret that he's trying to keep from other people. And so there are like two main mechanics to the game that make it really fun. Number one is the murder mystery part. I'll get to that part. So the first part of the night is just introducing your character to all the other characters in this party, where you get given some objectives, and then you'll like talk to this person, talk to that person, and some people will talk to you, and it's kind of like, okay, everyone's just kind of getting an introduction to all the different storylines.
Yeah.
Then comes the midway point, which is the murder. And so the murder happens, obviously, and then after the murder happens, everyone gets given a whole new set of objectives of people to talk to, people to accuse, and things to do after the murder has happened. And then theoretically, you should be able to figure out, if you talk to enough people, who is the murderer, or at least who is like most likely to be the murderer, like the prime suspect list.
That sounds cool.
And it was so much fun. And I was super fucking worried because a lot of this does rely on people being involved and people actually remembering what they need to do and the information they have. And that surprisingly worked really, really well because the game was written in a way where even if you don't know every piece of information, if with enough context clues and you get like 75% of the information, you can have like a good idea about these are like the core people and you're only missing that like one crucial piece of information. One challenge that I encountered as the games master on the night was with Daidus' character, actually. So
Daidus making a second appearance on this episode.
I had several people. So this is like in the second part of the game where you have your second part of your objectives. So Daidus actually had like a key role in this storyline. And when we got to the second part, a bunch of people came up to me and was like, I don't know what to do with this objective because Daidus' character has already been yapping in the first part, so I already know all of this information that I'm meant to get from him.
Oh no!
Because apparently,
too early.
Apparently, Daidus in the first part of the game was just fucking yapping and was just saying everything about his backstory.
He's just like going around showing the paper, and everyone is like, read that.
This is just here. I am killer. What does that mean? What do you reckon that means?
So we had to make something up for them to do. I was like, okay, maybe talk to this character in case. But the second game mechanic, which actually I think completed the game for me, was really fun because not everyone is going to be invested in solving the mystery, right? But there's this other game mechanic where everyone gets a certain amount of money. And so you can be a winner if you guess who the murderer is, but you can also be a winner if you can collect the most money possible, right? And you can do this, you can use the money however you want. So you can either use the money to maybe buy information, or you can try and just gain as much money as possible. Mostly like the game encourages like blackmail or bribery or other game mechanics, or you could just think outside the box. So who ended up winning was the person who played the police chief character. So there's one of the people at this Gatsby party was the police chief of this fictional world.
And they just solicited bribes.
Huh?
Bribes?
Not even that. So what would happen is, so in this entire thing, you're very much encouraged to act in character. You can try to like fuck up the game if you want, but like, it's more fun if you actually act in character. So I didn't realize, so everyone turned in their money at the end of the day, and people were like, I have $1,000, I have $800, I have $300. Police chief comes in and he drops $2,000 on the fucking table. And I'm like, how the fuck did you gather what the fuck did you do? Whose dick were you sucking to get $2,000? And he's like, you don't want to know how I got this money. And so what I found out after the game was apparently he wasn't even playing the murder side of the game. What he was doing was just taking people around the back and just being like, if you don't give me money, I'm going to arrest you right now and just take you out of the game. I'm going to put you in jail, bro.
What the fuck?
I didn't notice this as a games master. Damn. I thought he was just doing it as part of his objectives, but he was like, nah, he was just robbing people.
Yeah.
In broad bullying. Like, yeah, he was just bullying and robbing
Sometimes
people in broad daylight.
Real life.
And apparently that worked. Daidus also had $0 He's like, I blew it in. I didn't even blow all my money in the round 2. I blew it in round 1. So
what was he doing?
He think a lot about strategy.
He's going around yapping to people and just fucking slamming money down.
Bro, he was having a great time. I don't know if he was like trying to win the game. He was just having a great time being the character.
Yeah, he was just vibing,
he was just there for the vibes.
He was vibing.
And also Emily was there as well. Emirichu. I put them in a role where they had to be like rivals in certain things, and just seeing them like go off against each other the entire night. it was so fucking magical just seeing people really like go into their characters.
It's like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fucking fun. Unfortunately, no one ended up guessing the final murderer.
Oh, really?
Because everyone went for the red herring. Everyone went for the
Oldest
red herring.
trick in the book.
Oldest trick in the book, but
Everyone went for the red herring?
huh? Almost everyone. Almost everyone went for the red herring.
God damn.
Because the red herring was way too good at playing his role and just acting sus.
Fair enough.
Far too good. But yeah, I would love to be a part of like another murder mystery night because that was so much fun. And
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Put one together, Garnt.
Yeah.
Do one in Japan. We'll do it.
Yeah, maybe I'll do one in Japan with less people. Because 30 people.
Murder mystery night.
That's what it would be called.
This episode is sponsored by Shopify. Boys, I run a clothing brand. We sell internationally, and that's the vision I always had for the clothing brand. But when we started off, I was like, damn, man, how do you do e-commerce? How does people ship internationally? Thankfully, Shopify was there to help me out.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not so secret with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%. That's why Joey has a successful business.
That means way less carts going abandoned and way more sales going up. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling, on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify.
So what are you waiting for? Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Nonsense uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/trash, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/trash to upgrade your selling today. That's go to shopify.com/trash. Back to the episode.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I was just playing video games.
You're just playing video. You did the God Gamer Challenge.
The God Gamer Challenge, which was something I thought would not be as long as it was.
Yeah, you would. I swear, every morning I was waking up and I was like, "Oh, Connor and Lana are at it again."
Yeah. So the God Gamer Challenge, I'm sure many of you who are watching this know, but you have to win 10 different multiplayer games in a row, back to back, and if you lose one, you have to restart. We like made up a bunch of rules as we went, but we decided that like there had to be a variation of games. It couldn't all just be like first person shooters.
Yeah.
Had to be 2 battle royales.
So how many days did that take?
It was 10 streams total. And it was 97 hours of streams.
God damn.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and we eventually
Rip
got
to
it.
the VOD editors.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, they'll be all right. They'll be all right. They'll figure it out.
Sorry, Mudan.
And eventually we got it like last week.
So what was the final, like, because I remember you talking to us off camera about like trying to figure out what 10 games could actually work. What was the final?
It was kind of like, because I actually figured out this afterwards. It's like, could you have 10 games that you think you could win multiplayer games in? Like, I actually think it's quite hard.
Maybe not 10.
Like 5.
Yeah, like a couple. Yeah.
So it kind of worked out because we both had like games that were popular that we both liked, that we were both good at individually. So like, Overwatch, I was good at. Ludwig's never played.
Yeah.
Valorant, Lud's good at. I've never played. League, Lud's fucking awful at. I'm good at. So we kind of worked out. And then there's a bunch of games that we were both quite good at, like Fall Guys, chess.
Yeah.
You can do 2v2 chess.
I did not know that.
It's really fun.
How do you do that?
You both play 2 separate games, but if I take like a knight, Garnt can summon the knight anywhere he wants on the board on his turn.
Oh.
It's like shogi.
Kind of. It's kind of a shogi. It's really fun and surprisingly well balanced.
Oh,
okay.
Interesting.
Very, very fun though. We did try a couple of games. We tried to do a fighting game. We tried to do Rivals of Aether, but it was in beta.
Yeah.
Right.
And Ludwig did not want to do Smash Ultimate.
Right.
Which I was like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
And then we tried Melee.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't. Dude, the people who play Melee.
Yeah, they live and breathe Melee.
Bro,
Yeah.
it was Jova. So we ended up doing Brawlhalla.
Oh yeah,
Heard of this game?
Yeah,
No,
I
it
have.
fucking sucks. It's just kind of like a free to play, very
Is it like
quite
a
popular.
platform?
It's kind of like what Fortnite is to shooting, Brawlhalla is to fighting games.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's kind of like a very popular bunch of crossover characters, like Rayman's in it.
I've definitely seen footage of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mega Man's in it.
Right,
There's a bunch of, they have like collaborations all the time. It's fine. Played that a lot. What else? Halo 3.
Oh, you went back to Halo 3?
Yeah, because we went on the
Fuck
Master
yeah.
Chief Collection. We played SWAT.
Oh,
just
shit.
SWAT on Halo, which is really fun. Also very tense. Do you ever play SWAT Halo?
I only played the first Halo.
SWAT is a game mode on Halo that it's a one kill headshot to the head.
Oh, okay.
So and you can shoot each other like across the map. So it's like very, very tense.
Oh.
So it took us a long time. I've gotten very, very good at Fall Guys in the meantime.
How many hours of Fall Guys did you play?
One of those sweaty Fall Guys.
Yeah, a lot of the runs died on Fall Guys.
Right.
Because it's a battle royale and it's so tough.
Yeah. I mean, we did on Patreon. We didn't win. We weren't even close to winning.
I think if we did it now, we could win.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, with you.
I think I could solo carry it.
Yeah, probably.
Because, yeah, it's just tough. And, like, even then, occasionally you get in a game and there's a guy that's, like, nuts. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
this guy's, like, fucking built diff. So, but yeah, 97 hours. It was called Lovers versus the World. I don't know who came up with that.
I saw that every time I went on YouTube and I saw a lot of extremes said Lovers versus the World. I'm like, what the hell are Connor and Lud doing?
I think one of his editors coined it and then it just kind of stuck.
Okay. It is memorable.
Went from the God Gamer Challenge to
the God Gamers Challenge Lovers versus the World. But now other streamers are doing it.
Oh, really?
So now it's caught on.
Hell yeah.
So that's good. That's an actual thing. So you guys should do it now.
Well, God and
I'm not enough of a gamer
tough.
to do it.
It's very tough.
Yeah.
But what I've learned is that, man, Lod is fucking terrible at League of Legends. Very, very
worse
bad.
than me.
Or how much
It can't be worse than me.
How much experience does he have in League?
It's got, I think when we started playing, he had like 20 hours maybe.
That's not 20 hours. That's 20 games.
Yeah.
You can't even.
But in the course of like the month that it took us to do this challenge, I think he played like 60 hours and he was still like as bad as when he started.
Well, yeah, I can't remember when I started getting good, but it definitely must be over like 100 hours. Because like how many games of League do you have to play to actually even start being like proficient at it? Especially in like modern day.
Like 3 years to get to Diamond.
Like, yeah, and now extrapolate that to like modern League, which is like the only people playing. The only people playing League now are people who already know League. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that was a lot of games we lost to League. Very heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Because you imagine you've been playing for 3 hours. You've won every game, and then you lose a League of Legends game. You're like,
why didn't you start with League just so you could?
Because we realized at the end, like the more we did it, we kind of realized an optimal run order, and it was kind of like you needed to put the quickest games first,
right? Just to get it out of the way.
Because like if you lose on game 4, you're only 25 minutes in.
Yeah.
If you put League first and you win that, and then you lose a 3-minute chess game, you're going to be like, why the fuck did we start with League? This is like, I could have just won this chess game easily and then done League. You know? And we kind of realized that Fall Guys had to be around like 3rd or 4th because it was too difficult to be consistent.
So
with
was
it.
Chess always the first one?
Chess, then Brawlhalla,
right?
And then normally Fall Guys,
right.
Because Chess and Brawlhalla are really fast, and then we do Fall Guys. And if we want a Fall Guys, you're like, okay, this is like we got to run.
The run's alive.
The run's alive, literally. So it would suck because you'd have like 4 hours sometimes where we would just not win a Fall Guys game.
Right.
It would just keep going in circles, but then. Towards the end, I was getting pretty good. We were winning like I want to say like half of our Fall Guys matches.
Damn,
by pretty consistent.
Yeah,
I think I've played Fall Guys maybe like 30, 40 hours, and I think I've won once.
30, 40 hours?
Yeah. Like when it first came out, I was playing it quite a bit with my friends, but fuck man, I think I've only won once or twice. It's tough.
Yeah.
And on the 10th game, Fortnite, we were about to win one, and my PC crashed.
No.
So we booted it back up, did another Fortnite, said like redo. Because we were about to fucking win. It was 2v1.
Yeah.
And then booted it back up, and then we won it.
Oh shit.
Got very lucky. The lobbies had a lot of bots in them.
Oh yeah.
Because Fortnite has this thing where if it can't match you with a game right away, it'll just put you in bot lobbies.
Yeah.
Oh okay.
Which is great.
So won the RNG.
Yeah.
So we got a good RNG. There was a couple of real players that gave us a scare, but it was lucky that a lot of them were bots. So we're very lucky. It was just fun. It was great. It was like really cool because you get to play some games that you would just never stream.
Mm-hmm.
Like people were. Do you know which game people were most hyped for?
What?
They can you guess?
Chess.
The people were most hyped. They always wanted League.
Really?
Yeah, because I think there was a lot of tension in a League game.
Yeah. Well, it was because League was always last.
League was always like 7th or 8th.
Right.
And so there's a lot of like there's like 2.5 hours of build up to it.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of tension to it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know.
Because it's a long game as well, right?
Yeah. And you know, he would just, if he was playing top lane, he would just instant die. And then it would be like, all right, now you got to like, okay, this is stressful.
You got to carry.
It's stressful, man. It's stressful. It's hard to carry an iron game, I realized. Because everyone just does what they think is the right thing to do.
And none of it's the right thing
and
to
none
do.
of it's right. And I'm playing a jungler and it's like, okay, I can't 1v9 a game on a big tank. Like I can help win team fights and direct the team, but like if everyone is just doing their own thing, you're like, can't fucking do it the right thing.
You've just been saying words for the past 30 seconds, by the way. I didn't know what any of that meant.
You know what that means, right, Joey?
Nah.
Yeah.
There's also, he'd never played Overwatch before.
Right.
You've played Overwatch?
Nah.
Fuck.
It just doesn't seem like a game I'd enjoy.
I
played like a little bit, but that was like on release.
Yeah, it's changed a lot.
I can imagine so.
He'd never played, and it was very tough.
It's still fun.
When Overwatch is fun, it's very fun.
Right.
Unfortunately, it takes that's 1 out of 6 games.
Right.
So have you been sold on Valorant now?
I played a little bit. Man, it's tough because I was playing on American servers.
Oh my god.
That game is like the one game where ping matters more than anything.
Yeah.
So I'm on 150 millisecond ping, like trying to like fight with people who are plat.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Like, and so it was just very tough. But I got carried very hard in my last game. But I see why people like Valorant. It's just not for me, I don't think.
That's fair.
Yeah.
The games are so long.
Really?
So long.
What was the longest? League was definitely the longest.
No,
right?
Valorant I think is longer.
Really?
I think Valorant game's like 40 minutes to 50 minutes.
Is it? I thought League would be longer.
Really? What's the average Valorant game length? Do you know? I feel like it's endless.
Oh.
Yeah, because one of the games we had, when we lost a run on game 8, and it was Valorant, and we lost 13.
Oh, yeah, 30 to 40
13
minutes.
to 12.
Oh, shit.
I guess it is about the same as League then. Because League is also about 30 to 40 minutes.
God damn.
Especially in...
We had one that felt like it was an hour. It was very long.
Yeah. God damn.
Yeah, it was very tense. Really fun. It was really fun to do a
What was
dumb
the
challenge.
what was the last game then? What?
Fortnite. Fortnite was game number 10.
Of course.
You have to have a hype game to end it on. I feel like it'd be so sad to like, well, what if you're like, because we had Rocket League in there.
Yeah.
What if you're like 5-0? You're crushing them.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not exciting to see the countdown, go to 0 when you're on like
You may be a gamer, but above all, he's an entertainer. So.
Yeah, you got to have the entertainment factor.
Yeah.
And also, I didn't want to play Fortnite more than once.
Fair. That's fair.
I like Fortnite, but like, it just was stressful to keep playing it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, well done. You've definitely proved yourself to be a gamer.
God gamer.
Yeah.
You are a God gamer.
Gamer.
God gamer.
I think the next challenge that we might do is that I think Tyler One challenged him to get platinum in League. So I think I'm going to do a couple of days stream where I get him to plat.
Just carry him.
I think.
Are you playing on the American servers?
Yeah.
Bro, what fucking champion are you playing, man?
I have to play like tanks.
Oh, okay.
Like J4.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
160 ping. Everything's delayed. It's tough, man. It's really horrible.
Yeah.
160 is not bad, actually. I remember I used to play in England with the American servers, and I was like at 180. That's why I'm a Garnt main, by the way.
Back in Australia, I used to play fucking Gmod servers at like 500 ping.
You're not. You're watching a slideshow.
Yeah, I wasn't. That no one was hitting me, and I was hitting no one.
It's tough. I mean, I think he'll get better at League though if we play for like a week straight.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's just hard. I think the hardest thing is that you just got to learn.
Gamer.
Yeah, but you got to learn what like 160 characters do. This is the hardest part.
Right.
Yeah, you not only got to learn your own character, but what every other character does and how your character, assuming he's one-tricking.
He was one-tricking Garnt.
Okay.
And I've never seen a worse Garnt in my life. Dude. It's so painful. I got to show you a couple of clips. There's one clip where Alawi had like literal 10 HP and he had full and he died.
To be fair, Lowy is like impossible.
And he just didn't know how she worked.
Lowy is fucking hard. Don't worry about it, Joe.
I'm not
going to get into
it. Championships happen right now, Joe.
Yeah.
You got to watch.
Oh, I'm frothing at the mouth, bro.
But have you heard this year's world song?
I haven't.
Yeah, it's Linkin Park. Right?
It's Linkin Park.
Wait,
you haven't heard it?
Wait, how's it Linkin Park?
It's Linkin Park. Linkin Park came back with a brand new lead singer.
Yeah.
What?
And
who's the girl?
And not gonna lie,
Yeah.
it's kind of mid.
Oh.
You think so?
I think it's kind of mid.
I mean,
can you replace the
You
guy?
can't replace Chester Bennington.
You can't
bro.
replace Chester.
You can't.
And I don't think she's trying to. I think it only.
Why call it Linkin Park then? Why not call it?
That's what I'm saying. It's like if you're going to if like Mike Shinoda and all those guys want to like get back into the music
sure
scene
everyone
with a
would
different
be,
lead singer, just give it another band name, And if you're not even trying to sound like old Linkin Park, then why call yourselves Linkin Park?
Field.
Like
Yeah, just call it something else.
Lincoln Field,
Lincoln Playground.
But I'm excited. I'm sad because it's in finals in the UK, and I really want to go. But 14-hour flight.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I just came back from the UK.
Yeah. I wish there was like, I don't know,
Yeah.
something going on that I could be like juggle up,
Or
Yeah.
Worlds.
or something else going on.
Oh, something else.
'Cause I'm not like a fucking player. I'm a spectator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I would just go to watch.
I don't know. You guys are constantly talking about this shit.
Unless
I don't know how much you're into
EU
it.
gets to the finals, then I
Unless
guess I might have to go.
If G2 does well this year.
I might have to go. I might have to go.
Sure.
Well, hope you're proud of me. I actually convinced Emily and Daidus that British food isn't mid.
It's great. People,
They fucking love the
food's
food.
great.
What was the process for that? What did you give them?
Pub food.
Oh, okay.
I actual like proper pub food.
Yeah.
And I'd conditioned them so much that we ended in Weatherspoons, and they were like, this ain't so bad.
Oh yeah, no.
This ain't
Daidus
so
the
bad.
other day when he came to the pop-up, he was like, "Yeah, I went to Weatherspoons and it was really good."
Yeah.
And I was like, "You're capping, bro. You're fucking capping."
I did take you to the worst Weatherspoons.
You did take me to the worst Weatherspoons.
That was my bad.
But Daidus was like, "Yeah, I don't know why people are hating on Weatherspoons. It's like really, really good." I was like, "What did Garnt say to you?" It's like, "What? Are you okay?"
British food's great. I mean,
Yeah.
people just clown on it because history, but like it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean, everyone just likes to clown on like England, especially, but
Yeah.
Britain in general as well.
Well, I mean, at least you gave them like proper pub food. Like that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
definitely on the upper echelon of British food, I would say.
Yeah, we took them away from like the tourist spots and
Yeah.
more
Nice.
towards like an actual like traditional pub.
Yeah,
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
yeah. Nice.
That's with a pub that's like probably older than America as a country.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah, yeah,
you know?
yeah.
A lot of those.
Yeah, that's the place to go.
And those are the best. And those are the best fucking pubs.
Agreed.
Also, Brighton now, since it's essentially just the Portland of England, or was turned into that. It just has so much more choice in terms of like great food as well, which I discover every time I go back to Brighton. So
It's like this cuisine didn't exist.
exactly.
Well, they got the fancy stuff in the south.
Right.
No, we don't got that.
Yeah, they ain't
We
got
don't
that
have
shit.
that in the north,
Ain't
you
got
know.
that shit in the north. It's all about the south.
Yeah, because like I think like the northern UK GDP is equivalent to like Mississippi.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Wow.
So like,
Yeah.
we don't got that fancy food.
Yeah, right.
I think I saw it where like 80% of the UK's GDP is like in like 3 counties or something in the south. In the
it's
southeast.
quite a lot.
Oh.
I think
Yeah.
it's 80
Sorry,
or like
southwest.
60. Yeah. Well,
No,
it's
southeast.
now on YouTube. Have you noticed the trend now is UK Duma videos?
No.
I
So
haven't
like,
noticed that.
It hasn't popped up on
so
my
like,
feed.
I don't know if you ever watch like financial or like
I
economic.
do every
videos.
now and then.
Yeah.
Like 3 years ago, I felt like they were like the Chinese economy is collapsing.
Yeah,
and
right.
here's why.
Yeah.
It was during the financial the real estate crisis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And so now they've shifted. Like every financial video is like the UK is why is the UK is a third world country? Why the UK is
I've
becoming
seen
poor?
videos on that.
There's so
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, go to YouTube right
I've
now.
not
type in
seen any of these.
UK third world country. There's like 1 billion. There's
Why the UK has a third world economy.
It's like the clickbait now for economic YouTube channels, making like just doomering UK economy.
I've not
Yeah.
seen any of these.
Dude, there's so many.
How the UK is becoming a third world country.
Yeah.
There's this one. There's like a bunch of other one. Why Britain is no longer a rich economy. There's so many
Wow.
Duma videos. Like every
Yeah.
month I don't know why you've got like there's a bunch of racist stuff. Not like that. Not like economic wise.
That's weird.
Every week they get a new one with like the UK is about to collapse.
Yeah. Well, I think.
Oh yeah, why the UK's economy stopped working?
Yeah. Well, I think this really rose up after like the riots that happened.
Yeah, of course.
Jeez.
I mean, it's also just trendy to me. Like,
And it's just trendy to be-
YouTube, you like
to
make
be
fun of
Duma.
UK.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's not actually like that bad, right? It is?
I mean, it's bad in some parts.
Oh, okay.
It's
It's not that bad.
Yeah,
though.
I don't know
Like,
how much. I don't know anything about it. So
These
I don't know
videos
how much
make it
is
seem
fake.
like the UK is about to like cease functioning.
Yeah.
tomorrow.
So I don't
yeah.
know how much of that is true, and it's just like how much of it is clickbait.
Yeah, because
a lot of clickbait.
It is a lot of clickbait.
The same way these videos are like, China's going to collapse in 5 days.
Oh, yeah.
And like, it just won't.
China's economy is on the brink.
It's just not how it'll work.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, it's a big fun trend.
Yeah.
I do like watching it and be like, wow, it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
fix that.
My problem is I sometimes watch these kinds of videos or videos that with like opinions that I don't necessarily agree with, just to be like, I'm just curious what the other side is thinking.
Yeah, right.
And then the algorithm just takes that and be like, you must complete.
So you're racist, huh? Well, we got plenty of those.
Yeah.
You want to see the downfall of this country.
We have plenty of racist videos, so you got 7 right up.
Exactly. You click on a video that is like a 4 in terms of like how extreme the opinion is, and the algorithm's like, so you're like 7. a 10. So you're like a 10. You just hate. You just hate.
Not entirely left, huh?
Yeah, well, you're easing yourself into it. Damn. I saw it on Twitter this morning of, I guess, the latest episode of. Is it the latest episode? I don't even know if
this latest episode.
It's one of the episodes of My Hero Academia of the dub, the English dub.
Oh, I did see this.
Yeah, and the girl is like speaking in like Gen Alpha speak, and I'm just like, there's no way that's real.
I think it is real. I think it is real.
That's tragic.
Yeah. I'm not sure because, I'm not up to date with the My Hero Academia dub anymore. I am up to date with My Hero Academia, though, somehow.
Whoa, big yikes. Like, that was for realsies close. Hawks is a total Riz cake. You can't unalive that snack. I'd enter my grief era.
So bad. Big yikes. Oh my God.
I wonder with stuff like this, I wonder if it feels like this because we're in the moment of it, but like, do you reckon like if you ever see a clip of how people talking like 2000s in a movie in the 2000s, do you think we feel cringe like that? I don't think so, right?
I don't
because like
think so.
I think language and like slang is only cringe when it's used in the moment, but retrospectively when like in 10 years we'll be like, okay, that's how people spoke back then.
I guess. I don't know.
Maybe in this one of my films.
Can you think of like a kind of like a dub or piece of dialogue that use like slang from back in the day?
Yeah, we don't really have like a frame of reference for it.
I'm sure
what's the frame of reference?
But like in the Japanese versions, I'm sure there are characters that use quite heavy slang that sound normal, at least to like from like the foreign perspective. We're like, wow, how they, because a lot of people on Twitter, they get really upset about this stuff. They're like, you made it sound cringe and modern. It's like yeah, but maybe the Japanese character was also a like cringe and modern interpretation in Japanese, but you don't understand Japanese.
Okay, here's my counterpoint to this. Did Gen Z kids actually talk like this? Because
yes, God.
But it's like it's like done with like irony, right?
No.
Is it
that we think that that because we're not part of this generation? Kids actually talk like this.
You're gonna be horrified if you go to a school and you like hear how these kids talk.
Wait, what's your experience then? What's
your
frame of reference?
These kids are like unironically saying Ohio and like skibbity toilet, like in like normal vocabulary.
Yeah, I know that.
Like that's how they spoke.
But like, yeah. Because like
it's Jova, bro. That's Jova for this generation.
But you know what I mean. Where it's just like I don't know. It's when you hear the kids say it, right? It's I don't know. It's almost like it's part of they're doing it as part of like a
like they're doing it like mockingly.
Not mockingly.
No, because they want to be part of. They want to be included.
They want to be included.
Right.
So with how slang works, sometimes like for example when Joey was fucking dabbing all the time, for example, at first you did it ironically, right? And then you did it ironically so much that
it became unironic.
Kids don't know that. Kids don't have that.
Yeah.
Do they not have that?
Kids,
I feel like
here's the big difference.
I feel like
here's the big difference. I was doing the dabbing thing as an adult.
Yeah, kids
don't know that.
Kids aren't going like, kids aren't being like, I'm saying Riz ironically, guys.
Yeah,
like kids don't do that.
They don't have that capacity. To them, Riz is a normal word.
Okay, Riz. Okay, I mean, it depends on the words because I think like Riz is obviously a normal word.
Or skibbity. So
I mean, Riz only just became a normal word.
Yeah.
Riz only came around like last year, I think, or the year before.
I mean, yeah, definitely within the last couple of years. But like skibbity, for instance, like there's like young kids who are saying skibbity probably unironically because to them
they've just heard
that is just what the language is.
Well, I think skibbity's old now. If you're
there'll be something new, but
like I think the big difference between our era and this era is that this sentence, big yikes, like that was realsies close, Hawks is a total Riz cake. Like, for one, it's obvious that
such brain rot when you read it out loud.
For one, you read that script out loud, and it's like clearly a Gen Z
this one feels
write this.
particularly egregious. But
Yeah.
Like, if it had used like 50% the amount of slang, it probably would have been like, all right.
Yeah, and it's just like
unalive that snack. I'd enter my grief era. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I feel like almost like this just sounds, nobody talks like this, you know. Kids wouldn't say
I don't know,
this.
man.
Dude, can we get
maybe we're the out of touch ones,
any
guys.
teachers in the comments? Can you please? Because I remember speaking to a teacher one time, and they were telling me, they were like, yeah, the kids always unironically talk about like aura and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No,
like
but I believe that. But they don't say, wow, big yikes, that was total like realsies close.
I think you'd be surprised.
I feel kids now.
You gotta also remember, kids talk differently to kids than how kids would talk to like a teacher or an adult. All the time, right?
They won't go up to a teacher and being like very demure. Like they're not gonna say that shit, but they might say it to each other.
What are you talking? We say, I mean, Sydney does actually very demure.
It's a very Sydney code. But like, I think as adults, we have a good knack of like taking words that we like think fit pretty well. Like I think Riz is one of them that I think will age pretty well.
Nah.
I think Riz is like a great. Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so.
I think so because it replaces like what smooth would be, or
there isn't really a word that
I feel
replaces Riz.
Riz is pretty good. Like Riz is a pretty good word, but it fills a pretty good niche.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've had this conversation before.
Yeah, we have with previous words, I think.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, I think like I think certain words are very good at sticking around.
Yeah.
Others get filtered out naturally, but that doesn't mean that like I'm sure there is some slang in like if you watch American Pie, I'm sure there's some references or slang that you'd be like,
Yeah.
oh? Like, what the fuck? But there's probably some words you recognize that have stuck around for a long time.
Well, it's like
right?
it's like
it's
if
very
you,
it's like very referential of the time.
Yeah,
It's very
I
in
guess like the only
2000s.
frame of reference I can think of is like, you know, if you go back to like movies like, I don't know, like Dude, Where's My Car, for instance, like like early 90s movies, and you're hearing these like, you know,
Like
Californian
Wayne's World
guys
even.
being like, yo, that's tubular, you know, that's radical, like, you know, it's kind of that, right? Like back in the day, that was normal to say, but now you look back at it and you're just like, ugh.
But you don't even like
Talk to the hand.
Yeah.
Because the face ain't
I would
listening.
argue even at the time it was probably more cringe than it is looking back. Because looking back, we have the foresight to be like, oh, that was a little funnier.
Yeah.
But I think in the moment, if you're like our age and like Wayne's World comes out, and you know they're talking about like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, why are they talking like this?
I don't know. Wayne's World was before my time, so I'm not.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is like if you were an adult looking at the younger generation, you would probably feel like, oh.
Yeah.
See,
absolutely.
The reason I don't think a word like Riz is going to stay around.
I think
is
not Riz cake. Riz cake's not.
Not Riz cake. But the reason
That's
I
not
don't,
a word.
The reason I don't think Riz is going to stay around is right now.
This is a
obviously,
horrible line.
it is cool now for the kids, but as soon as it gets here's the real test: take a meme or take a slang word, and imagine it being a skit on SNL or something.
Like Trump says it.
Like
at a
Trump
rally.
says it, and as soon as it hits like the breaking point when it hits mass media, and then that's the real test, because if the kids hear it on mass media and it's still cool, then it will stay around.
Okay, well then.
But if it's not, it's gonna.
Okay,
die.
then counterpoint, has there ever been a word or a slang word that's got to that point and people are like, yeah, that's fine?
Yeah, loads.
Yeah.
Like what?
Loads of slang words that we probably just take as like common today. Imagine.
Like
Such as?
Cool. Probably even referring to cool as like a concept.
to Google something.
Googling. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, think about
Although
it.
actually, there was a really good study on this recently. The term people prefer to say Gen A prefer, or at least less than older generation prefer to say look it up or search it. People don't like saying Googling it anymore.
Really?
Yeah, look it up. There you go.
There you go.
Look it up. Google it.
Look it up. No, I noted it because apparently this is like a genuine concern for Google because they're losing like the being synonymous,
like the verb to Google.
Yeah, I think because the power of to Google it is as a phrase is it cannot be like understated.
That's true, because it's like, I guess,
Like think about how much power that holds.
Yeah.
Like saying like, hey Joe, Google it every time. You know, like that's just such a habit that we've reinforced.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
that is interesting actually now that I think about it, because like I don't even remember the first
so
time
Gen
where
Alpha saying Google it
Googling
less.
was a normal word to me.
That's
Right?
but it must be, because
must
Google
be.
didn't exist before we were born.
There are a lot of words you
Yeah.
probably say that you don't realize that have been like solidified.
Yeah, exactly.
What was I saying before Googling it.
I don't know.
Like okay, for example, right? My first experience of looking something up on the internet was Ask Jeeves.
Same here, actually.
But what was I saying? Was like, Jeeves it?
Why do you ask Jeeves?
Yeah, okay, let's ask Jeeves.
Let's ask Jeeves. You know what I mean? It's
damn. Rest in peace, Jeeves. He was the real OG.
Yeah, no one's saying Bing it. You know?
Yeah, no one's saying Yahoo.
It's kind of like what, like, I guess Skype had this for a while too. Skype was, you'd be like, oh, I'm Skyping
Skype
him.
Yeah.
And then fucking Microsoft burned it to the ground. And
exactly.
Fucking awful. I used to can't find it. I'll try and find it.
Like, I think DM's gonna stay around because, like,
DM,
slide into the DMs or just DM. That's like a slang that I think is going to stick around. Riz, I just don't see it having that same sticking power.
God, it's so hard to.
I think it's simple. It doesn't have a really cringy sound to it.
I think it does.
Really?
As someone who's 34, I think Riz has a cringe sound, man.
What word would you use to replace that?
Sorry?
What word would you use to replace it?
It doesn't matter what word I would use to replace it. I think it would like constantly. I think it would like constantly change as slang evolves, as it always does.
Yeah.
But you know, there has always been a word for someone who has attractive energy. You know,
right.
In the history of time, Riz is just now like the modern day of it. But I'm sure when the next generation comes along, they're going to find another way to another way to describe that energy.
I mean, what was before Riz? Would you say dapper?
Yeah, I would say.
No, dapper is like dressed well. Riz is like he has like an aura.
You're describing Gen. You're describing like Gen Z with other Gen Z.
Yeah, there's a quality to someone that's crazy.
Yeah. What word was there before Riz?
I fuck no. No,
that's very British.
That is British.
Smooth.
And no one says it anymore.
Hot.
But I feel like because of the internet, slang word instead of being like localized is more now becoming like homogenized.
Yeah.
Because before you'd have a different slang word if you come from like England or Australia, and now everything is becoming homogenized into like
internet speak.
Yeah. If you're just
because like you guys in the UK would say fit. But I feel like in Australia, you wouldn't really hear the word fit in that context.
Yeah.
You know,
what would you say in Australia then?
I don't like saying someone's fit.
I don't either. It's like
weird.
It sounds weird now, but that was what people said back in the day when I was growing up.
I guess hot. Yeah.
Hot.
It's like that guy's hot or that girl's hot.
Okay, here's the big question, right? When did people start saying the word MILF? When was your guys' first exposure?
Am I crazy?
American Pie.
Yeah. Didn't we have this conversation?
We talked about this on Trash Taste.
It was American Pie, right? Because I think I said it.
The word MILF was invented.
I don't think it was on Trash Taste. I think we talked about this briefly off Trash Taste.
I
don't think we had the cameras on.
Can we Google this? Did MILF come from American Pie? I swear it comes
from my first exposure to MILF was from American Pie because it was so weird for me.
I think that's where it comes from.
Seeing that scene. Mother, I'd like to fuck.
Yeah, movie American Pie.
Yeah, it was so weird. I remember seeing that scene, and it's so weird that they have that full scene, and they have to like say, "Oh, MILF, you know, mother, I'd like to fuck," and I was just like, now it's so ingrained in just modern language that everyone knows what the word MILF means,
and now it kind of just means porn category, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
But that is weird that like MILF is the porn category, but every other derivative of it actually describes what it is. Like if I said DILF, right?
Yeah.
Like the first thing you wouldn't think of is the porn category. It would be that's a dad I'd like to fuck. Well, why is it that MILF is the only one that's like out of that?
Because that's the only one that matters, baby.
Powerful world.
That's the only one that matters, baby.
But I'm in agreement generally that line in My Hero Academia is too much.
Yeah, that is way too much. The more you read that sentence, the more brain cells I lose.
Yeah, because I met my nephew in England and talking to him, I don't know. He spoke like a normal. He spoke like a normal.
That's because he's educated.
You're old, Garnt.
What do you mean,
bro? Can you not remember as a kid that you act differently to adults, especially adults that aren't your parents?
Oh, definitely.
You act different.
Yeah,
they're not going to act the same way they're going to act with their friends.
Absolutely.
In fact, it worried me because I spoke a lot of the same way that he spoke. I think that was the weird part of it.
See, so now you're just coping.
I am coping. No, because.
like, why did you? I said wrist to you. Why did you say his back?
No.
Say back.
I was talking about aura, or I think I mentioned aura. Out of because I was with my cousins and stuff, and I think only Sydney and him knew what I was talking about, and everyone was like, "What is aura? What do you mean by aura?" And obviously, people got it.
So was he saying aura to you?
Huh? I think we were just talking. Okay, no, I remember what it was because this is going a little bit off topic, but I was like, how do I be that cool uncle? How do I impress
aura?
Press my nephew, and I was like, I should buy him a bunch of manga. So
True.
So me and Sydney went to a manga store, and we were like, what? And actually, Sydney went in first because I was with my cousin, and she comes out and she's like, I got a fucking list, and I bought some manga for him to buy, for him to read, and she brings it out, and the first thing I see is Vinland Saga.
I'll be a bit much. How old's the kid?
Yeah, how old is he?
He's 10.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Sydney. Sydney, I don't know about that one.
Yeah. And she's like, it's a good story. I'm like, Sydney.
It's a good story.
Yeah. I agree. And God forbid, I don't really remember what I was reading when I was 10, 11 years old.
Not fucking Vinland Saga.
I was not reading Vinland Saga.
Do you reckon when he's 11, he'll be like, yeah, the farm arc really was where the fourth then came to be, and I really visualized what he needed to do.
It's like, you know what? I went to school one day and I was like, I really don't have any enemies.
Yeah. See, this is why the comments say that they all thought season 2 was going to suck. 'Cause all the 10-year-olds are fucking reading.
They're boring.
Yeah, I'm sure it would leave an impression on him, but I don't want to give him that kind of core memory too early.
It's a bit harsh for a 10-year-old.
So I gave him Berserk.
And then the second, I pick it up, and it was a whole bag of manga. The second thing I see, she bought fucking 7 Deadly Sins, and I have never been...
No.
I have never been more disappointed at my own life than... I don't know.
That's wrong for several other reasons.
What does she think is suitable for 10-year-olds?
Well, actually, it is suitable for I guess it's like shonen. It's shonen.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's shonen.
In terms of the genre that it's in, it's more suitable than Vinland Saga. The problem is
You'll
not
be pulling
the
your
genre.
kid out of school. They'll be sexually harassing people.
That's the thing. The problem isn't the genre; it's the characters.
Yeah,
those are characters 10-year-olds are not supposed to see.
Yeah, I'm I ain't raising my blood to be a 7 Deadly Sins fan, Sydney.
No, you can't.
How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you? So I actually walked back and I returned both of the books right off the bat.
I feel if you really want something that has a bit of edge to it, I think
yeah.
I mean, what's a manga that's a little edgy but could be for a 10-year-old?
See, here's the thing.
I think Death Note could be fine.
Okay, I actually bought Death Note. I was like, Death Note is pushing
There's no violence, there's death, but it's more
I feel Death Note's a little too conceptual
a bit
for a 10-year-old.
Think so?
I actually bought them Death Note because I feel he's I can't remember. I think he's actually
terrible
11.
parents.
Okay, look.
See, I was thinking genuinely, something like Naruto would be fine for a 10-year-old.
I bought the Naruto.
Like Bleachy.
Because I watched
for a while.
I watched Evangelion when I was 11, 12.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Which,
that's fucked. Come on now.
But I hated it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that to my kid.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that to my
Death
kid.
Note, I think Death Note would be great.
Death Note. Okay, so here's what I bought. Judge it. All right.
All right.
I bought Death Note, Volume 1. I bought Naruto, Volume 1.
Good, yeah. Solid. Can't go wrong.
My Hero Academia. I feel
Hey, it's fine.
Look, it's fine. It's fine.
I feel like My Hero Academia.
It's fine.
Here's the fucking kicker. This is gonna sound. I bought them Full Metal Alchemist.
I think Full Metal's fine.
It's fine. Just
You think?
I mean, look, he's gonna have to learn about some themes in his life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on.
It's a bit of a coin toss as to whether he'll develop PTSD.
My theory is all right, we think it's very normal to read the Bible to a kid.
Yeah.
There are a lot of fucked up stories in the Bible. Is it as bad on the same level or less bad or less graphic than the Bible? If it is, then it's fair enough. And I don't think any of those have any story Full
but the thing is, the Bible doesn't have any pictures in it, you know?
Yeah, but I think that's almost worse. Imagine having to imagine some of this shit as a 10-year-old. Come up with this in your head.
Right.
Yeah. So to preface before this, my so talking about like fan service. So I was like,
my was so tough.
Yeah, talking about fan service. My cousin had said that he was already like very, very much into One Piece.
Okay,
like good on him.
Good on him.
And also One Punch Man. He was like really getting into, and I was like,
which version?
The manga.
Okay, not the web version.
No. He likes to read a lot.
Yeah,
good kid. When I was just like,
there's a lot of horny panels.
There is a lot of horny panels. There is a lot of horny panels.
There is.
And I don't want to be that adult who is just
you
like,
don't snitch.
Yeah, not that I don't want to snitch. I don't want to be that parent who's just like that is not acceptable for a kid that age. Because I'll be honest, I remember what I was reading when I was his age.
Oh, dude.
And you remember some.
He's gonna look at it.
He's gonna look at it eventually, and we probably had some media that we watched or read that maybe we shouldn't have, and maybe.
Dude, I was reading To Lover at 11.
Exactly right.
My parents didn't know that, and I was like, yo.
So I don't want to be the adult that brings them into it, but also I don't want to be the adult that denies probably what is something that,
because that would be hypocritical on me.
Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. Because I remember what I was like at that age, and I was like, you know what? I remember seeing like sexy no jitsu the first time.
And you see that they added My Hero Academia skins to Overwatch?
Did they?
Yeah. Oh yes, I did. I did.
They did.
Do they say the line though? Every time you get a kill, every time you get a mode?
Man, he's a total Riz King.
He's a total
Riz King.
They look okay. Yeah. So actually the girl ones look good, but
let me say this.
Yeah.
The choice for All Might was very weird.
Oh, they have All Might?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Of course.
They made Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It just doesn't look good. And they literally have a character that has two forms, and they didn't give it to him.
Oh, that's so weird. Oh, I don't
Yeah,
like
Tracer
that.
as Deku is I low-key kind of cursed.
That is cursed. That's high-key cursed.
I don't like it.
I don't like that.
I don't know. That has that uncanny valley effect. You know what I mean?
I think the other characters are fine though. Just Deku and All Might not very good, but all the other ones look pretty good.
All Might's alright.
Yeah, All Might's alright.
I think All Might's alright. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I also threw in a curveball as well.
Okay.
Silent voice. How do you reckon that would go down?
I think it's fine.
You might not be interested in it.
Yeah. I wanted to introduce him to like more genres than just action shonen stuff.
Silver Spoon.
Silver Spoon?
Hit it with the Silver Spoon. Yeah, that could. I don't know. I don't think if I had read Silent Voice at 11, 12, I don't think I would have appreciated it as much. You know, because like there's like a subtleness to shows like manga like Silent Voice.
But I still don't think it's hard. There's no harm in introducing those
No, of course,
ideas.
of course. But like, I feel like maybe it's still a little bit early for like just like because otherwise he'd probably have to like reread it at a later stage.
Yeah, because
I thought you got to introduce it when they're like 28, like I am, and I got to play JRPGs.
Yeah, exactly.
Slowly introducing them to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I was like thinking because like this bookstore was like pretty small. So I'm like working on it. Next time I see him, I'm probably gonna throw in some romance manga in there. And I was like, shit, what's a good romance manga?
Not the ones you're fucking into.
Not the one. I'm like, yo,
no.
Yo, this is this one called Domestic Girlfriend. It's your uncle's one of your uncle's top romance manga.
It'd be like, the fuck is this shit, uncle?
Because do you know what the first romance manga I read was?
What?
Love Hina. And I was like, is that even a good? Is a harem manga a good way to like?
See, it's the thing. The great thing about those at that age is that it's easy to understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like with Domestic Girlfriend, I feel there's just too much adult stuff going on where he just won't even understand it.
No, that's what happens. That'll come like 5 years later.
Yeah. So that's why, again, like I don't necessarily think that like introducing like a 12-year-old kid to like a harem manga, for instance, is necessarily a bad thing because it's easy to understand. Mm-hmm. And if you're a boy about to hit puberty, what more do you want?
It's actually the perfect time.
It's the perfect time.
I would argue. 16 for like a harem manga. This is like 12 is when I discovered harem and romance manga. And that was when my hormones were going fucking crazy.
Oh my God. That's all I read when I was 12, bro. Right. I love that shit. I was like, it's scratching some itch in my brain and I don't know what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was great.
So yeah, we were talking about the different how this is a long tangent to like us talking about the different characters in some of these some of these manga. We talked about aura.
Oh yeah, it was about aura.
Yeah, this was a big tangent, but just to close that tangent.
Wait, so who was the character that had the most aura?
We're talking about One Piece actually,
right?
And we're talking about Haki.
Oh, like actual aura?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I thought you meant like figurative.
Yeah, I thought you meant like the figurative aura.
No, I mean we were
talking about like actual.
We
aura.
were because we were talking about which character has the most aura.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And my cousin's like, "What are you guys talking about?" And we're like,
"Get in there, Skibbity Ohio."
Yeah,
Riz,
Skibbity Ohio, Riz toilet,
Riz the biggest Riz cake in One Piece.
Oh god. Oh jeez.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking of anime, Joey, are you gonna watch the new Uzumaki that just dropped?
Hell yeah, I am.
I heard it's actually good.
I know.
I've said this about every Junji adaptation ever, but
well, this one
it looks good. To be fair,
I think originally I heard that they were making it back in like.
Yeah, this was teased just like
7-8 years ago. Yeah, it was before COVID that they teased it. And
was
I
it
was
before
like,
COVID?
Yeah, definitely. It was a long time.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that means they're either really taking their time with it or they're on the verge of fucking axing it. And thankfully, it wasn't the latter. So I'm
really, really good.
It looks like it actually finally looks. This is what we wanted. This is what
I watched.
It's out right now.
Yeah, I watched the first episode yesterday because the first episode came out I think yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
They fucking did it.
Thank God.
I would say
Thank God.
My biggest concern is that it's only 4 episodes and it's it's very, very clear that the pacing is
we
very
can never
fast.
get a win.
I know. So the biggest problem with the first episode that I watched is that for a horror adaptation, there was just not enough time to build up the atmosphere. Because it basically did like the first chapter and some like the big page reveals just happened like really, really quickly. As long as kind of
I feel they've kind of struggled with that in all of the Junji Ito adaptations. Like that was my biggest concern with a lot of them, especially like the Junji Ito collection. It's just that like some of these stories, like besides the visuals and everything else,
I told like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it is so fast.
Yeah,
like it's way too fast of a pacing, and it's like I don't even have enough time to like fully invest in this atmosphere you're trying to build because by the time you've built up this atmosphere, the credits are rolling.
Yeah, but I will say that they have absolutely nailed it in terms of the visuals and making you feel uneasy.
Yeah.
And making you uncomfortable. Thank God. It actually fucking happened. And huge respect to the team that worked on this because I didn't think that a Junji Ito adaptation could make me feel something similar to reading the original manga.
Yeah.
And then aside from the pacing issue that I talked about, they did a fucking stellar job in terms of translating the magic of a Junji Ito manga. It finally happened. It also did kind of make me realize how much Junji Ito works straddle the line between creepy and hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, you know, sometimes
the dude almost doesn't take his own work seriously.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like, because like you see him in interviews and he's the most cheerful person you'll ever meet in your life, and it's like he doesn't act like the greatest horror mangaka who ever lived, you know. So it's like really, it's like because like there's a lot of like short stories as well where you're just like, he must have been high when he wrote these because like they're not even scary, they're just kind of like humorous.
Yeah, they're like smokes blunt makes horror.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love that ice cream one. I still think about that.
Yeah, the ice cream one is like fucking hilarious.
I still laugh. That's the
or like the human hole one. Like that one is always like that's not even scary. It's just funny.
I mean, I don't know because that's just been memed so much, but yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it.
Thank God.
Unfortunately, I think the pacing is going to be an issue if it's only 4 episodes. But in terms of just a fucking great,
like visually
a great horror anime, I think we found one of the first ones that have out the park.
Thank God.
And hopefully you check it out, Joey.
I will. I didn't know it was out actually, so I'll definitely check it out.
I'm excited for a good horror anime. I feel like horror games are kind of dominating horror media right now.
I feel like horror games just work better.
So good,
they work better.
You played a good horror game recently?
Yeah, I played a couple that were kind of cool.
Yeah.
That were kind of interesting. There's one, I played 2 in one stream. It was really cool. One's called No, I'm Not Human. And I think it was it's like a 2-hour game right now, but it's going to get a full release soon.
Yeah.
Where there's like a a sun that's burning super bright. It just keeps getting hotter and hotter, and people can't leave their house. But at night, people come to your door, and through the doorbell, you have to figure out if they're human or not.
Oh.
And you don't know why. And then as the days go on, it tells you more about. Let me show the images. The news will give more hints as to like.
Oh, that's creepy.
Why, like how to spot people who aren't human.
Bro, that's an abnormal Titan right there.
Yeah. So like you'll be at the door, and then like you'll let someone in, and then you go to bed and you wake up, and then on the news they'll be like, okay, we figured out that the aliens who are pretending to be humans or whatever they are, they'll have perfect teeth suddenly. So make sure to check teeth of people before you let them in.
It kind of reminds me of what was that like analog horror thing? The Mandela Catalog. You know about that?
No.
It's like this it's like this YouTube series that got really, really big.
Yeah.
It's like this essentially they call it analog horror.
Okay.
And it's like this whole new genre of like horror in video format. And
I have seen this. I have seen this.
Creepy.
I've really wanted to try this out because I've heard this is phenomenal.
Ooh, this
series is so well made, and it's one of the creepiest series I've ever watched. But
of course, it's in Wisconsin. Fuck.
But it very much reminds me of that.
It's really cool. It's
Yeah.
very creepy, and I'm very excited for the full game.
I'm going to message Sydney to see if she knows.
Because
Because it's set in Wisconsin.
Sydney would definitely know this.
Because I'm hoping that the full game fleshes it out. But the concept was really cool. And for 2 hours, it was really well done.
That looks sick, actually. I want to check that out.
And another game I played is called Who's Lila? And this one was really good. Really creepy.
Look it up. Who's Lila?
Who's Lila?
Who is Lila?
And that's what the game's called. Like, this one, dude. Yeah, that's the game. This one looks fucking weird. So images. So the entire game is played like on the most far right. That's what the game looks like constantly. You have this face. That's your face.
Right.
And when you're talking to people, you have to like.
These are all like analog horror
It's a
games.
point and click. So you'll go up to someone, and then they'll be like, "Hey man, what the fuck's your problem?" And then you'll have the responses like, "I'm okay." And then you have to drag the face around to make the expression.
Oh.
And then the computer will be like, if it's happy, sad, surprised.
Yeah.
And then depending on what you react, certain outcomes will change.
Huh. Oh, that's creepy.
With the main goal of figuring out who's Lila.
Damn.
That's very good. I didn't realize this until I finished it. I was like, I just fucking played a point and click. I don't even know. Like, I would never play a point and click, but it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
Really, really well done. And like on Steam, it has like 10 out of 10. And everyone who's played it.
I gotta write these down.
Can you check when it came out? And this is the way I'm going to sell you on it, Garnt, is that the game technically is like an hour, but the YouTube explaining video is 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
That's how you know.
So the game is like, it's an hour, but like there's 15 different endings, and it's all like, they're all kind of connected and not. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
It's really, really interesting.
Who's Lila and No, I'm Not Human.
Yeah, we should play those both. Both really good. Yeah, you see 10 out of 10 on Steam.
Okay.
2,000 reviews.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking, it's very good. Really fucking creepy. And sometimes the face moves like on its own without you doing it, and you're trying to fight back. It's really interesting. Like, everything about the game is really unsettling, and the visual style is really cool.
Yeah, that's what I really liked about the Mandela Catalog, is that like it kind of plays around with like the old like kind of 90s VHS style horror.
Okay,
but like it's the series. It's like a YouTube series, right? So you just watch it. But like it does this like really interesting way where it's like there's no jump scares or anything like that. It's literally just. They create such an incredibly chilling atmosphere where like something's wrong, but you don't know what's wrong.
I love that.
And it's like, you want to find out more about why it's happening, but you're also really terrified to know because you don't know what's coming up.
Dude, okay, I'm pumped. I'm gonna watch
you got to check it out.
It's a video, yeah?
It's a video series on this guy's
cool.
channel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool. And again, it's same thing where it's like the entire series I think is like an hour and a half, 2 hours, but I've seen videos like 5-6 hour long videos breaking it down.
That's how I know it's good.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know, I feel like we're in like a golden age of like indie horror in terms of like games.
Yeah.
I think so as well.
Like, horror is so good.
Even though I don't normally like horror, this is like the horror I fucking love, where it's just like the unease of...
There's no jump scares.
No jump
But you
scares.
slowly get more horrified as the game goes on.
Yeah.
And obviously, I imagine the series as well, you get more horrified as you kind of piece together a little bit what's happening here.
Yeah.
It's like something will pop up and it'll let it linger, and then you're just kind of sitting there just being like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that was creepy. That was weird.
And this game too had like ARG elements, which actually impacted the game.
Oh, really?
Like I had to like there was like a thing that was like download DLC, and I was like, okay, what the fuck? So I downloaded the free DLC, and it would do some weird shit to the game, and then like had to open up like websites and PDFs to get the answers to clues. It's really cool. It was really cool.
Hell yeah!
And everything was just about solvable on your own. Like I hate it when they have these like games where horror games or puzzle games make these puzzles that are like there's no shot I'm getting this. Like
Fear and Hunger?
Fear and Hunger, absolutely has that for sure. There are certain aspects of it that are like, there's no fucking way anyone can figure this out on their own. Like maybe if you threw 100,000 people, maybe one of them will piece together one thing, but like to expect one person to piece this all together is psychotic. Like, and I like this game because it did a really good balance of like, there was no puzzle that I felt like I couldn't solve. There's one or two endings that were like, dude. But like,
come on.
But like at that point, I feel like in certain games you don't mind looking up because you're like, I've uncovered so much of this myself, and I feel like I've reached the limit, and I'm very satisfied. But I want to see what else there is. So I don't mind spoiling how to get it to see what it is. You know. So I, really cool stuff.
Hell yeah.
The only other things that happened is obviously. I think Ironmouse just got the sub record for most subs on Twitch.
Congrats.
Which is really funny because it was cool seeing, it's very funny watching certain aspects of the internet react to it.
Oh my God, so many people were so mad at her for no reason.
Like the 12-years that are like, what do you mean my streamer? My favorite streamer. No. It's very funny, but most people were supportive and it was really cool to see. Also crazy to see.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy to see. And
still going,
also still going.
God damn.
Yeah. How long is she planning?
The gacha? The Twitch gacha?
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see this?
Yeah.
Dude, Twitch did the biggest big brain, or I guess, so it's September, right?
Yeah.
And so the entire September, they've been changing it like week by week what they've been offering.
Okay.
So the first week, it was kind of like, I think it was like discount on buying subs. Second week was like bits cost less. And the last 5 days of the subathon, they did this random gacha thing where if you gave 5 subs, Twitch will guarantee to add 1 sub on, but there's a chance that Twitch will add on like infinite amount more subs for free.
Oh, wow.
So I saw some people who sub 5 got 50 free extra subs.
Bro.
And like they would constantly add like at least like 2 or 3. Like it was like, so it's been like, I think that's how the record kind of came about because they unveiled this gacha system. And then everyone just was like, all right, well, I just want to see what I roll. I saw that and I got like plus 10 on a 5. I was like, dude. Yeah.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, dude. So I think that's what kind of like really pushed it. And then Garnt went online like a day ago and I was like, I wonder if Garnt's seen the gacha.
I did not know about that.
You didn't know about it?
I didn't know about it. Fuck.
Dude.
I would have been playing that shit, man.
You still got like a couple more hours to get home and stream. Yeah, it was really cool. So I got like way more subs than I would ever normally get. People were just like, oh yeah, I want to gacha. Because then people would give 5 and get like 15.
That's pretty big
insane.
brain.
That's insane.
That's big brain.
That's big brain by Twitch.
Yeah.
It's huge because then like, I think it was like, if you look at Ironmouse's channel, I think from Twitch, because they're the bonus get out of this Twitch.
Right.
Yeah.
Twitch had given like 20,000 subs.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh my God.
It's just, it's really smart. Really cool.
Damn.
Yeah. And the also other thing, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Thailand is relevant again.
I saw, they legalized gay marriage.
Aside from that.
Wait, that's not what the good news is?
That's not what the big news is.
Wait, what?
Big news,
Oh, Moo Deng?
Moo Deng.
Moo Deng!
Oh, yes, okay, yeah.
God's like, gay marriage? Get out of here.
Get out of
Moo
here.
Deng.
Moo Deng.
That's so funny. You were like, guys, good news, Moo Deng.
I'm sorry, guys.
Also gay marriage.
Look. All right, gay marriage. Oh, whatever. Okay. Guys, congratulations, guys. Whatever. But like this hippo, though. Yeah. This hippo, I'm a happy
But
for
have you seen?
But have you seen the hippo?
The funniest thing about the whole Mudan thing is like, I think I saw it was like the baby hippo familiar that you can get in Final Fantasy 14 went up by like 16,000%. 1600%, excuse me, because of this little guy.
Yeah.
God, it's so cute though.
I don't know how this little guy just went everywhere. Like it's literally taken over, but
this happens every now and then. An animal will steal the hearts of people.
Oh yeah.
Because like I remember my mom was showing me this article, this news broadcast where it was like the it was laughing at, so Thailand have this program called the soft power program, where it's just like the government has put a lot of budget into, bringing Thai culture to
Thai
the world, Thai restaurants.
They have to have like pad Thai on the menu.
Yeah.
And they get, like, money.
Exactly. Like it's like program to like spread Thai culture around the world, and they spent like millions and millions of dollars into this program, and that all got like outed by one fucking hippo.
It's like multi-million-dollar government project or one tiny hippo.
One hippo.
Maybe in the moment, but like when you sit down and you have a green curry or a pad Thai, that's that alone makes you think good things about Thailand.
Yeah, but Moo Deng though.
I feel nothing when I see Moo Deng.
Look at that face.
When I have a gapao rice, bro, I'm the proud nation of Thailand. I want to go there again.
Look at that face. Look at that.
How can you hate that face?
Yes.
Oh my god, Thai food's so good.
But congratulations on gay marriage as well.
Hope you enjoyed that episode of Trash Taste.
W's all around. Speaking of W's, look at these patrons. They support the show. Big W to the patrons as well. Hey, if you want to support the show, and every single week we do Patreon exclusive content, we have one for you that you guys can go check out right after this episode. Mudan, play the clip.
Your show is sad.
Okay.
It's in my anime 3x3.
I don't remember your anime 3x3.
Wow. Is this in your anime 3x3?
No.
It's known for being a sad show, primarily.
Oh, and the girl is sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Angel Beats?
It starts with a C!
Oh, right. I forgot that part. The girl's known for being sick. I see about Angel Beats. I don't know then. No, I'm lost.
Oh my god. Why?
Yes.
I don't know.
It's made by the same guy who made Angel Beats.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I'm actually fucking freaking out on mine as well.
Dude,
I thought it was only ours.
Okay.
I only know the Angel Beats one.
What the fuck?
Is this more famous than Angel Beats?
I'd say it's about the same
they're like
level.
equally.
Yeah. You've seen it, mid 2000s.
Odd Outs? No. What the fuck is it?
See, I don't know what's worse. That I just kind of have no fucking idea. He knows it. He doesn't know the name.
I know it, I just forgot the name of it. But hey, if you want to check that out and support the show in the process, head on over to patreon.com/trashtaste. Also follow us on Twitter, send us some memes on the subreddit, and if you hate our face, listen to us on Spotify. And we will see you guys
Next week.
Next week. Bye.